So you're the same intelligence as you are right at this moment, but the whole world changes. So everybody would either be dumber than what you are now.
I gotta choose dumb because it's taking me 10 minutes to even understand this question.
Welcome to the Excellent Show. My name is Danny Ferrari.
My name is Parker Immense.
Frank Ranks.
And today we have 17 Grammy Award-winning Girth Gang aficionado, YouTube influencer, hybrid cyber trap,
Sound design extraordinaire.
Nate.
Keep going.
Nathan Johannesburg. What's your last name?
It's Johannesburg.
Okay, that's what I figured. Nathan Johannesburg, otherwise known as Eliminate, is here. This is a big deal for us, man. We're huge fans of you. I don't know if you already know that, but like we love what you do. Obviously your music, and obviously on YouTube too.
Thank you.
It's really, really cool. Love that you're doing that too. So
Can we get a big cheers to start this off?
Yeah, let's do
clap
it.
some cheeks?
Yep.
Yeah, clap these cheeks.
Clap them.
Clap
Cheers,
cheeks.
boys.
Is that something you guys say? Do you say clap cheeks, or did I make up a word?
We're doing it now because this is
we're
official.
crushing. Us three are crushing cheeks.
Yeah.
Together.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
That's sick. That's a bonding experience.
I didn't know we were gonna get this close this quick, but
I feel like we should start off with a gift.
okay.
Should we start with a gift?
Yeah, let's start with the gift.
I love gifts.
You like gifts, right? Who doesn't love
Let's start with
presents?
a gift.
I want to get you. I want to get you feeling nice. Okay, so one thing we want to start doing with our podcast is when we have guests, we're going to get them gifts. Okay. I asked Frank to find out things about you, and he did not.
You do a little reconnaissance on me?
I mean, I already know you pretty well.
Nah, he didn't. He didn't really give me any.
I got sick and I didn't do anything.
You do a little snooping?
I mean, I didn't really. Have to do much.
Hold up. Did you Google me?
I did. I swear to God, I checked to see if you had a wiki.
Oh no, I don't.
You have a fandom wiki.
I'm not cool. I don't have a Wikipedia, dude. It's
You have a fandom page, whatever. It's kind of like a wiki, but it's not.
Fan-made wiki.
Yeah.
No, it's just for EDM stars,
that's more,
dude, right?
That's more badass.
I think it's cool, yeah. Because I was
Fan-made?
trying to like find out a little bit like information, like what is he into? You know, like maybe I could find something. So we're doing our best here. So I don't know if you know this, but Parker and I are pretty much known as the bad boys of EDM. It's
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I
Frank,
did, yeah, I've heard that.
You've heard that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm an honorable bad boy.
You're on
In
your
training.
way.
Yep.
And
He's
training.
working.
Yeah.
So lately we've got ourselves, some dangerous things. So I got you. The first gift is for you. It's this right here. You can go ahead and open it. I don't know if you're gonna be into it or not, but I think it's cool.
Damn, it's like kind of heavy.
Yeah, dude. I know what it
Made
is.
in
huh?
China.
When there's weight,
Everyone.
there's
Hold on,
quality.
can I guess what it is before?
Sure.
Is it a harmonica?
No,
No.
that'd be damn it. That would have been a good one.
No,
have one.
I already have one,
already
but
have
like
one.
Okay, good.
I don't know how to play it, so it's probably good that you didn't give me one. Every time I play it, my cat like just runs out of the room
Do
immediately.
you have yours?
I've seen those videos.
Yeah, he's not a fan.
don't.
What is?
This is a practice butterfly knife to do cool tricks.
That's so random.
Yeah,
I didn't want to get you something sharp.
because we know you so well, dude.
Yeah.
There it is, dude.
Oh,
Right?
you already know how to use it?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, yeah. You got the technique down. So it's a practice,
totally.
meaning there's no blade on it.
I don't know. I saw PewDiePie has one. I was like, that's kind of cool. So
Oh,
me
there it
and-
is. That's okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a connection.
Yeah. So
Did you guys know PewDiePie also does YouTube?
yeah, he does,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Oh, he is a YouTuber, huh?
Yeah, he's a big guy. So when you practice and you show us that you can handle one, we'll get you a real blade.
Oh wow! When you prove to be a true bad boy, you will get receive the real blade.
Okay. All right.
Let's see a flip.
Shit.
Nailed it.
It's just a little rusty is all.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It's been my entire life, so I gotta.
Sick.
Oh, yeah.
that's nice.
There it is.
That's nice.
Here we go.
Wow, you're a natural.
Oh, dude, it's open too.
That was sick.
Yeah, absolutely. I anything I'm doing that's cool is intentional.
Good.
Yeah, that was. You're
So
a
that's
natural.
your first gift. Beautiful. Perfect.
Shit.
No,
Yo, I hurt myself with the practice.
you could easily hurt yourself with one of those.
And then we got you something else. I don't know if I
Should we
don't.
wait for that?
No,
Yeah,
do
let's
it.
wait.
Oh,
No,
okay, do
let's
now.
wait for that
Let's
one.
do now.
Why are we waiting? He's
Let's
doing
do-
open up
let's do-
gifts.
let's
He's
do
gonna
now.
be thinking about it the whole fucking
Yeah,
time.
true.
Let's get it
He's
out.
like,
We're getting
correct.
comfortable. He wants presents. Don't forget your carrying case.
Yeah, of course not. Of course not.
Okay, so now that we got you that, now we got you this as well. This is
Is that a cupcake?
It's not.
It could be though. It
could be.
It could be.
That would be. Damn it! Another good idea. I don't know if you have one of these. I'm hoping you
Is
don't.
that a cupcake?
Now I know that you're a PC guy, so I apologize for that in advance. But go ahead. It's actually not really for you.
It isn't technically for you.
Technically not.
Yes. Go ahead. Open it. That's wrapped professionally. We had to get something for Walter.
Yeah.
It is a mini computer.
Because he's always calling on your computer. So Walter has his own mini MacBook now.
So apparently, cats will mimic you.
Yeah.
So if you're on your computer and you get them a small miniature
Oh, this is incredible.
laptop, they'll like mimic you, so they won't
Yeah.
crawl on yours. Have you seen
And
that before?
He's crawled over your keyboard during YouTube videos. I feel like this will rectify that.
Also, you're gonna have to put FL on it too. You know.
No, dude, I'm putting QuickBooks on this thing, and I'm just gonna like put them to work. I'm gonna be like, hey, where are you on those? I need those reports.
Those Excel sheets.
Becomes your
Yeah.
business manager.
This is amazing.
He's gonna
Yeah, it's
love
got a little
that.
mirror too, so hopefully he likes that.
I'm gonna use this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
on your travels.
Yeah.
So yeah, dude, we just wanted to hook you up and
Thank you. That was
welcome.
very generous of you guys. Thank you.
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
well, thank you
Yep.
for coming. Yeah, well, we keep. I'll put your presents over here. I do want to ask you.
Cool.
yeah, podcasts that give gifts, right? That's
Yeah,
got to
exactly,
be our thing.
dude.
Yeah.
Dangerous gifts.
And it's a gift that keeps on giving. Because
It
you can
is.
just rewatch yourself receiving the gift till the end of time.
absolutely.
Yeah, which is pretty phenomenal.
So we were talking about. We were like, oh, what should we get Nate? And I'm like, what is he into? And he's like, oh, he's like really likes his cat.
I
And
was
I was
like,
like,
he
oh.
loves Walter?
Is it Walter?
Loves Walter, dude.
Okay, great name for a cat, first off. Okay. I was a dog person, like way before. And I was like, cats, whatever. And then I started dating my girlfriend, and we've been together for a long time, and she had a cat. And now, like, I get it. I get the obsession, why people love their cats. And you obviously love your cat. So I'm just kind of curious, like, what is your feelings about felines? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you into, like, are you not a dog person? You're all
You
about
into any
cats?
like weird cat shit or
yeah.
like?
Yeah, bro, I'm into
No,
it.
I'm like a both, dude. I like dogs and cats like equally.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I
But you
always
don't have a
have.
dog, though, right?
No, they're a little bit more high maintenance.
A lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
a
what I
lot
like
more.
about cats.
Cats make me uncomfortable.
That's so weird to me.
You might be the problem.
I don't disagree with you. It's definitely on me. I'm with you on that. But I'm just being honest with myself and you guys.
What is it? Is it like? Do you just feel awkward around them?
I don't know. They're like fucking like conniving and like sneaky and like everyone's like, you don't like what is it, the baking muffin?
Yeah, they're big biscuits.
I
They're making biscuits.
don't fucking like that shit. It's like I'm being
Feels
nice.
nice.
I'm being nice to you and petting you and scratching you and you love it, so you stick your nails through my jeans into my legs. That's not cool.
It sounds like you just had some bad experiences,
Yeah,
dude.
that's what I said. Is you gotta have like once you have like the right cat, like you're like, oh.
I grew up with cats and dogs my whole life, and the dogs, I'm just like, it's not even close. Like I'm just so in love with the dogs. Like I adore them.
I feel like if you remind me, or you're giving off like vibes right now that are like, like the really grumpy dad who's like, no, we're never getting a cat, and then they get one, and then he's like, okay, fine, whatever. I guess we'll have the cat, and then they like slowly become like best friends.
Yep.
You catch them like
But I
spooning in the bed.
But I grew up with like 3 or 4 cats.
Yeah, but
Majority
not
of
your cat though.
I mean,
It's
that-
shared.
I mean, they were right next to me like the whole time.
I grew up with cats too. I didn't like them.
You know what? You might just be a terrible person.
That might be it too. You might just be a giant piece of shit.
That's a
dude.
rude awakening, dude. That's
You don't have to. Look. You don't have to like cats. Okay, that's fine.
I mean, I don't.
I'm not offended if you don't like cats.
I don't dislike them. Like I'm not like I don't like you. I'm just like I prefer not to be near you.
That sounds like you don't like them.
No, they make me uncomfortable.
Okay, all right.
They're like little sneaky. You know what someone told me once, and this is probably gonna sound like really shitty, But I feel like it's true. Someone told me when you pet a cat, they say, "Oh my God, this feels so good. I must be God." And when you pet a dog, they say, "Oh my God, this feels so good. You must be God."
Oh, so you think you're God?
Wait, who says that?
I heard someone say that.
There's something about cats where like they think that they're
Oh, yes.
that like
They're like, "Oh yeah, you better be doing this shit."
when they go up against your leg, they're like putting their scent on you, like I own you, bitch.
yeah,
sure.
yeah, and it's
But
the opposite with dogs.
It's not true.
I think it's true. Do you
No.
see the way a dog looks at you when you've been gone for 2 days and you
A
walk
dog
in the
is-
door? It's the fucking cutest thing I've ever seen in my life.
I love dogs, but a dog is.
Nate's so confused. He's like, "That's
It's like I
bullshit."
thought this was a podcast about production.
No, fuck that. That shit's boring. Let's talk
Right.
about cats.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so like a dog is like they're bred and programmed to love you. Like no matter what, like even if you were like, God forbid, if you ever do this, you're a piece of shit. But if you like abuse a dog, if you like hit a dog like for the first time, it's gonna come back to you. You
Yeah,
know what
well,
I'm saying?
if you abuse
Eventually it
any
would.
animal, it should come back to you because that's shitty.
Cats are like, fuck you. You gotta earn this shit, bro.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Bro, the Egyptians know something.
Yeah, they do.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They got aliens and they got cats.
No, they got
technology
technology.
pyramids.
The technology. They have
Well,
secret technology.
Who do you think built the pyramids?
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Cats.
Straight up.
Yeah, bro.
I firmly disagree. No shot.
You think it was aliens?
I have no idea, dude.
It's pretty incredible.
I'm not
the
gonna
stuff they
act
did.
like I'm even close to knowing who made those. It doesn't
Yeah.
make sense.
I
Doesn't even know who built the pyramids.
yeah.
Yo,
Clearly
whatever.
doesn't like cats. No
Everyone's
wonder.
against me on this podcast. What's
We
happening?
always are against
The
you.
fuck,
Clearly
dude?
aliens. Clearly.
It's the fuck Frank pod.
Dude. No, that's fucking lame.
We love you, bro. Do you want to? Let's get into some fucking some of those things you got laid out for him.
Okay, well
have
now
some
he's gonna get
talking
bored.
points.
Now he's gonna get bored.
No, he's not.
Because
I promise to not get bored.
Oh,
We gave him. Look at. He's got things to
I
play
have
with.
things to play with.
yeah,
and
fiddle
do.
with if we.
I got
bore
some
you.
emails I could probably
Yeah.
answer while you're
Just
going
zone
through like
out.
the music shit.
Yeah. I just thought it'd be cool to. Okay, so you're one of the very few people that I've come to know in LA that. It's not that uncommon, but I'd say it's more uncommon than most cases, most producers. You've been doing the Eliminate project for so long, and I feel like myself included, actually, in this. Most producers that do a certain project with under a certain name do it for a certain amount of time, and if they don't feel like a spark starting to catch fire or something like big changing, they kind of rebrand, change the genre they're making, transition from bass to house, change a new name, come up with a new like mission statement for everything. And you've been doing Eliminate for so long, and you just kept going, and I always found that to be really admirable. And I just thought it'd be cool to talk about like the ebbs and flows of it, and how like you started with Play Me, and maybe you thought things were going to happen there, and then nothing, maybe some of that didn't happen, and then Twonk, and then finally Disciple. I thought it'd be cool to maybe just elaborate on the transition from each thing and where you're at now currently.
Yeah. Well, the only thing that sucks about that is I can't change the name.
You don't like your name?
It's just so hard to tell people. Like they're like, "Oh, what's your
Yep.
artist name?" And I'm like, "Eliminate." And they're like, "Oh, Lemonade." And I'm like, "No."
Oh, no way.
And,
Lemonade?
yeah, that happens like every time. And then also, it's just like, I'm just a verb, dude.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I'm a verb.
Yeah, like there's not really any like cool artistic aspect to my name other than it just has Nate in it.
Yeah.
And I was 17 years old when I came up with that. And for reference, I'm 56 now. So yeah, it's just like that's the only thing that sucks. But other than that, the reason that I am still doing it, well, number one, it's like I'm just very lucky that I even can still do it. Like
Yeah.
if it hasn't like failed yet. So that's why I still have the opportunity to still do it. Number two, I love doing it. It's like just,
Mm-hmm.
but it's cool now because like, it's not just, I don't just make music. I do the streaming and the YouTube, and that's like a whole nother like different thing that I get to do now, alongside just, what I have already been doing for ages, which is just making music and playing shows. So,
Yeah.
and then as far as like the progression of that, I wouldn't say like there was any point where like the only time I was ever gonna throw in the towel and give up was in 2015.
Okay.
Was that Twonk Era? No, that was
No,
No,
that was Play Me.
That's pre, I think.
No,
Play Me
no,
Live?
yeah, it was around the Play Me era, and it had
Yeah.
nothing to do like with them or me not doing anything. This is like when I just graduated college and I had a job, and it was like, money.
Yeah.
And they were like promoting me pretty quickly, and I had
Play Me was.
the job I was working.
Oh,
at.
the job.
what was the
Oh,
job?
The job
okay.
was promoted.
It was just-
Okay.
it was
The
just- it
label.
was
Yeah, no, I was like,
It's just like a little office desk job answering phone calls. So
Yeah.
it wasn't anything crazy, but it was like, I don't know, it was a job. And and I wasn't like super motivated that the music thing was gonna actually go anywhere. But then I moved here, which you absolutely have to do.
You guys want to make it.
Yeah, you just sell your car and move to Los Angeles.
Absolutely.
Don't actually, but I lived in a town with like 8 people in it, so
Dang,
it was
really?
okay. That's not actually. There's a lot more, but it was for me. It was a good thing I got to like here because I met everyone I know through music here, and just kept doing it, and then eventually started like getting to play more shows around like 2017. I still like played random ones every now and then, but
Yeah.
they weren't like super high paying gigs or anything. It was
AKA
like
me
I would
right now.
like stack up enough to like each month I would have barely enough just to like pay my rent, and then
When you were living at the apartment with NATO
yeah
times?
and then start over the next month. Sometimes I would be able to save up like 2 months of rent. That was dope. But for the most part, yeah, I was like just if I didn't care what I was doing, as long as it was like in the music space. So like if I was just making barely enough to pay the rent, then dope.
And so you were working the office job at
No,
the
I
same
quit.
time. This is when you went full time.
I quit and moved here.
Yeah, dude, that's sick.
That's so badass, dude.
Yeah, that's really what it's about.
I don't know. I think I got really lucky, but it doesn't work
it's
out like that for everybody.
It's a cocktail of timing, luck, and also the fact that you're super talented helps a lot, you know?
Yeah, the work's gonna pay off eventually.
Yeah,
That's what I
exactly.
always figured out. Like I just thought if you just kept going.
Like you as an example, and even though I did start a whole new project, like what I try to tell people is the only time it becomes impossible is when you throw in the towel and give up. If you're committed to like not basing your efforts on how quick something's gonna happen, but just the fact that if you don't give up, something will happen, there's a guaranteed light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
Like it's just like the only time that light disappears is when you give up. If you decide like I love this so much, I'll do this for as long as it takes. I don't care if it takes 6 months or 15 years. I'm ready to do that. And you're committed to that, then there's a guaranteed light at the end of the tunnel as long as you don't give up.
That's like a universal law for
Yeah.
some reason. Like it's like like physics or something. Like it's like it will. If you just keep working at something, eventually you're gonna get better at it.
Yeah.
You're gonna get better at like trying to make it in the music.
You'll
business.
definitely 100%. Yeah, you'll get better. You'll
Yeah.
improve your skill. I never like to say, if you keep at it, it's 100% gonna happen because like. I don't know that.
Yeah.
It still might not.
I
but,
feel that way though. I really
but
do.
it's not to say that like that's not meant to be discouraging. That's just like that is
That's a
how you're
realistic
gonna
goal.
make it happen.
Well, there is something to be said about like, okay, like after 5-10 years go by, if you haven't improved that much or you haven't found like the willpower to put in more effort and improve, then maybe this isn't for you and you should pivot. But if you see a consistent upward trajectory that whole time, whether it be steep or not, if there's any upward trajectory and that's consistent, then you kind of just have to trust in that upward trajectory and just keep on that path, right?
Yeah.
you gotta follow your dreams.
Follow your dreams. It's your motives too, I think. Like you just keep working at it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like I'm motivated because I do it because I want to do it. It's fun.
Yeah.
You
know? And so I don't know if you want to elaborate on the Twonk Era and everything that happened with that. If you don't want to, that's cool. And
No,
then,
Twonk was dope. That was like the first tour I ever got to go on.
Yeah.
It was like 7 shows, I think, so it wasn't like a crazy big tour or anything, but
yeah,
it was cool because it was with Brills. And
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
like big time,
new levels. shit.
OG Godfather of trap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
New level
someone
shit.
that I like looked up to greatly. So the fact I got to like go on a tour with him, which was great. It was actually the very last Twonk tour they ever did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and then he started LS Stream like shortly after that. So
And then comes Disciple, and what I'm interested in. By the way, if you guys want to ask,
No,
something,
I'll jump in when I'm ready, baby.
and then comes Disciple, and what I'm curious about is, how much actually changed post signing with Disciple? Like, was it like a whole new level, a whole new promotion, a whole new upgrade, or like how much did signing with that label like change?
it's crazy that you bring that up because like immediately after, like the next day, I just woke up on top of a pile of money. I wasn't even at home. I just woke up in this extravagant mansion.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a water slide. From my bedroom to get downstairs.
Yeah.
I walked outside, 6 McLarens.
That's that Disciple money, baby.
Damn, dude.
And it was like a little scavenger hunt because I only had 1 pair of keys, so I had to be like,
the next day, dude.
Yeah.
Whoa, shit went fucking uphill quick.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
So it was great, man. Yeah.
That's awesome, bro.
And then I got to play my little DJ shows and stuff after that.
It was
so.
cute. It was just cute
Yeah.
little shows on the side while you're driving. You drive your McLaren to the show, and
Yeah. It's also
they roll out a red carpet for you to walk in the front door. Paparazzi.
the
TMZ.
McLaren doubles as a private jet.
Oh, really? It
Yeah,
flies.
it
Instantly
flies.
became best friends with Skrillex, right?
Yeah.
The next day.
Yeah.
The next day.
call
Yeah,
you.
he woke up
5
on
missed calls.
what woke him up.
Skrillex.
What woke him up was a missed call.
Yeah.
It was from Skrillex. It was the phone ringing from Skrillex while he woke up on the pile of money, and Skrillex was calling simultaneously. It's pretty wild.
So it was like Ed Sheeran, a
Anybody
few other
who's anybody.
A-listers.
Frank Ocean?
Yeah. Katy
Frank
Perry.
Ocean. What made you think of that?
I don't know. My name's Frank. So.
Okay, that makes sense. I got a question for you, Nate.
Wait, are we not gonna get? Are we?
I realistically, I probably couldn't answer it any
Okay,
better
cool.
than that. But,
Okay, cool. Yeah.
But like,
Fine.
if you want to get into like any more, I would say my main favorite thing about Disciple was the just like being
Community.
Okay, we
cool.
would do like COVID kind
I
of
love
fucked
that.
everything.
Yeah.
As far as like what we used to do, a bunch of people moved out of LA after COVID, but we used to do like little get-togethers, little trips. We'd do shows,
Yeah.
and like all that was not to say that won't ever happen again, but it's been a minute, but.
It's like a movement for.
I
like a minute.
remember like, obviously not as much as you guys back in the day, but I would like get invites to the Disciple office and like little get-togethers and stuff there
Yeah,
way
yeah.
more often back in the day than I have recently.
Yeah, well, it's just I'm straight up. It was just COVID kind of ruined a lot of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
But
Is it true you guys all got your own swords?
What?
I heard you all get your own swords with your, name and the handle and
mine was mounted above the bed.
When he woke up, above the money bed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So with
the money bed. Yeah.
Valyrian steel.
Yeah, dude.
with like Disciple, one thing I thought that was really cool about Disciple was the fact that they were, I don't know if they pushed you guys to do the YouTube content stuff or that just kind of happened naturally within Disciple because they were just like, hey, like let's create our space on YouTube, which for us is also doing like being producers and doing YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
It was so cool to be like, oh, like there's other people in the same scene that are doing stuff. These artists are showing techniques to people because a lot of people want to know how to do this stuff. They want to know how you
dude.
made Weeble Wobble, whatever. You know what I mean? So like, did that inspire you to start getting into YouTube as well? Like, was it Disciples sort of like, hey, we're gonna have you guys do YouTube? And then you're like, hey, I kind of like this. Let me start doing it myself. Or was that something you kind of always felt like you liked doing or wanted to do?
No, it's doing a YouTube channel is something that I kind of always wanted to do, but I never did. Mainly because I didn't. When I originally wanted to do YouTube, I was gonna be like not even music related. It was just gonna be like
Funny skits.
just I don't know,
With Walter?
just anything.
Yeah.
And then I started my channel literally. Well, I didn't start it, but this is the day I filmed like the first video for it was March 14th, 2020. which is like the day after.
When everything shut down.
Yeah, I just immediately went straight into it.
Nice. Like the day,
Sick.
like shut down. Next day started YouTube.
Yeah.
Wow. I
was
didn't.
just
It was
like-
that immediate.
Yeah, like I was supposed to have a show that weekend and it got canceled, and I was like, okay, I'm home. This is awesome. I'm just gonna.
Like immediate pivot.
Yeah, because
Wow.
it was like you got 2 weeks inside, so I was like, okay, well let's just do this.
Perfect.
Super smart.
And
Damn,
then
that's crazy.
That
You did it
turned
that
into
quickly.
like that turned into like a lot longer of a time,
Yeah.
as I'm sure you guys know, probably.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
You guys remember COVID? Remember that?
Yeah.
We were there.
Something-
We were
something
watching.
happened.
I remember it was cool because
I
a lot of
forgot it.
producers started streaming. Like everyone started jumping on stream.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, this is sick. So we would just like go onto people's streams and like, because for us, it's like we think as music producers, like you gotta expand yourselves nowadays. Like not just like sending your music to DJs and hope that they play it is enough anymore. You know what I mean? Or getting on a big EDM blog. So for us, it was really cool to see other producers out there just being like, hey, I can't do really any shows, so let me just like open up my world to you and break this sort of fourth wall and create a whole nother revenue stream for music producers that they don't have to stand with, like, you know, having just to rely on income from Spotify streams or shows, you know.
I loved that so much.
Yeah.
It's just I actually loved it so much. Like everyone being inside, so there were so many different streams happening. Like,
Yeah.
the Insomniac streams were happening like every weekend with like 30,000 viewers.
Yeah, it was
Crazy.
crazy.
And just everyone else kind of doing their own like little things, and then just it was
The pandemic was a.
it was great until then eventually the reality set in, and then it was kind of like, oh shit. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good for like the first month, and then we were like, "This is." We thought this
still
was
going?
Yeah, it's still going. The pandemic was. I don't want to, Nate's our guest. I don't want to make it too much about me, but just it was a really pivotal time for me in a completely different way. I never resonated with like doing the whole YouTube thing. I don't know. I've never felt like. I really never felt too comfortable on camera doing anything like this until I met these guys, and they brought me in for a track breakdown. I was like, oh, that was like, I felt really comfortable. That was a great time. But during the pandemic, I like got really bored of making like regular dubstep and started like doing this new experimental sound, and like, I don't know, it started to develop what looked like it could be somewhat of a signature. And like all of my homies, because I was still hanging out with my good friends during the lockdown. Sorry.
Canceled.
Yeah, canceled
Right
immediately.
away.
Like sat me down. Like we were having a little get together at my buddy Dan's house, and everyone's like, "Hold on a second, before we start partying, we need to sit down." I had no idea what they were gonna do.
It's
and
like an intervention or
yeah,
something.
no, and they were like, "Okay, Frank has all this new music. It's way better than all of his other music. Dialed in, fucking sucks, and it has no brand, and the music sounded like other people." And we like me and like 5 or 6 of my closest homies all got like brainstormed the new name, brainstormed what it was.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and it's like the pandemic is what gave me the time to sit down and pivot into that. And it's like
Develop
the
the
best.
project.
Yeah, it's like the best thing that ever happened to me. Being forced to take some time and zoom out kind of puts you in the correct direction when you're not so focused on like the existential, like when's the next show, when's this release, I got to do this, I got to do that. When you have this time and like there's
Focus.
so much room to breathe, and like you kind of like get to internalize. And even if there is no pandemic, maybe people should, if things aren't working exactly how they want to, zoom out, internalize, and try to figure out that and pivot or route or whatever.
Do you guys remember when it first happened, how everyone was trying to be like positive, like we're going to get so much good music out of the pandemic once it stops. And then like the pandemic ended and everyone just realized that they were all just sitting on their ass, like just eating, getting fat, and like like not like anything like crazy happened in the music industry. But I remember it like being a big deal, like all the music that all these artists are working on are just going to be so sick because they've been grinding on, and it's like, that didn't happen. Like, not that there wasn't, I'm saying like the way it was like promoted to me was like, there was going to be revolutionary changes in the EDM industry with everybody being able to.
Well, I think what's hard is that a lot of our peers, right, we make music mainly, not all the time, but mainly for a live setting. It's very functional music.
Yeah.
And when you don't have like when touring artists like Nate was touring and then it just stopped, or like, these touring artists that like you lose that like drive and that inspiration, like, oh, I gotta make a new banger for the next set. There is no next set.
Yeah.
You don't know when there's a next set. So that motivation has to dim a bit, right? Did it dim for you at all?
Yeah, it kind of sucked. I had to like start writing music.
Trying.
That was a joke. I was kidding.
Yeah. Good one.
Thanks. No, I I was so completely like enamored with doing YouTube that I just stopped producing like actual music. Because I was like,
It's making meme music exclusively.
I don't like to call it meme music.
Oh,
It's just
come
like
on.
it's
It's
just
not
like it's like
demeaning.
little sample flips. I never released
having
any
fun.
of them though. Yeah, but thank you. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
you're just having fun.
We're just having fun.
I don't try to demean.
entertaining.
I'm not trying to be demeaning. by
I
calling
took so much offense to that.
Yeah.
Well, I apologize.
I'm
Nathan.
joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I don't care.
What about
Yeah,
that? What
no,
about
it's
that
just
crazy
making
one that
the-
came out, dude?
Oh, yeah, you put
crazy
a couple
one?
of them out.
There was a huge. You had a huge TikTok one that just went crazy viral, more than any music producer normally would have.
It's kind of just meme music.
Yeah, fucking, God damn it.
those songs that I do, TikTok's a whole other conversation. I don't understand it.
I
But,
can't do it, dude.
No, like at like I would say like summer 2020 into the end of 2020, I was pumping out like 3 YouTube videos a week, which is a lot for
Yeah.
me because
hard.
it's just me. I'm like
That's a lot.
doing everything. So like I would finish one and then I'd just immediately start on the next one, and then
By finish one, you mean like you'd film it, you'd edit it, and
And
it'd
then
be
it
good to
would-
go, and then you start the next one.
yeah.
Okay.
And then so I had like a little Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule going for like a little while, and then I stopped because it was just too much. But that was like, for the most part, what I did in quarantine. So I didn't really write that much music, but it was cool because I eventually, after like, I don't know, I'd say probably end of summer, I was making enough on like YouTube and Twitch to like pay my rent. So
So
Yeah.
sick.
it was
So sick.
that was definitely one of the motivators because I was like, fuck, like pretty much everyone. It was like I'm not making any money anymore.
Yeah.
And I gotta pay bills. But it was cool because I even like was able to do that to like cover expenses and stuff. So
And now you
that
have
was, yeah. Now it's just part
Cruising.
of. Now it's just part of like what I do. It's not even like it's not really a side hustle anymore. It's like they're both just kind of,
Encapsulated. Yeah.
they're both just kind of main hustles at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
So it gets a little hard juggling them sometimes, but
I mean, what's really dope though, which you two have in common with him, that a lot of people who do production stuff and Twitch streams or whatever, usually it's decently bland and like on the nose and to the point. And you 3 make a really good change in which that it's like so comedic and funny and is broken up and not just super on the nose.
Yeah.
Which I think sets you all apart from the rest of the scene. You know what I mean?
Personality I think is important, and at least like when people are consuming content, the whole point of it is to be like entertained and somehow. So like maybe you're not being funny. You know, like we kind of chose like, hey, let's fuck around and be silly. You know what I mean? But like any sort of way that you can entertain people, I think is a way to get people to enjoy your content.
Yeah, and like differential advantage, really. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, we're not just going to sit here and just turn knobs and be like, this is at 10, this is at 13.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Also, people forget to have fun.
well, I think there's a definite difference in audience there. Like some people,
Yeah.
100% just want that. They just want straight up
info.
information
Yeah.
to learn from, which is totally fine. That's great. And there's tons of people that will give that to them. And then there's like, I don't rarely ever do that. Maybe sometimes I've done stuff that is educational to people, but I never look at it as like that.
More than you think, though, I promise.
Well, what I like to do is just kind of like, I have like tons of people that tell me I don't even make music, and I watch your
That's
YouTube
sick.
channel.
yeah.
That's
So like that's
dope.
kind of like what I go for is like even if you don't make music, you can still watch the video and like enjoy it.
Crazy.
So and then for the producer heads, I try and like, still make it music production based, obviously. But
Yeah.
like, if you have no idea what's going on, I still want you to be able to like watch it and be like, oh,
Well,
great video.
coming from a producer, personally for me, I feel like in 90% of your videos, I'm learning something and I'm laughing and having a great time, like every single time.
That's
Like the most recent one you put out.
that one I was trying to be a little more educational.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, the most recent one you put out, it was hilarious.
Wait, actually
The rocket powered sound.
Yeah,
pack.
that one was like I was like that was like a paid ad, so they're like, well, yeah, it was like a sponsor, so
Yeah.
I was like,
Let's give them a justice.
I'm gonna do I'm gonna just actually try and be informative here rather than just like a bit of a shitlord. So
Yeah,
Nice.
a bit of a shitlord.
yeah, yeah, or I'm just kind of like fucking around, you know.
Is that a common term, shitlord?
Yeah, you haven't heard of it?
Oh, not really. No,
It's like
I
an
like
internet
it.
term, right? Scuffed. Is that what they say?
What's that?
Scuffed. That's an internet thing.
It's a little scuffy.
Scuffed? Yeah, that's it.
4chan. How'd I do?
I don't know what any of this is,
You've
dude.
never heard the term
I don't think
scuffed?
anybody's on 4chan anymore.
Is this like online gaming stuff?
Scuffed?
Scuffed is like a
Scuffed
very.
is
it's a
like
very
I know,
UK,
I know,
dude.
like you
Streaming.
you scuffed my
very-
shoe.
It's like a streamer word.
So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like-
I don't even know.
That's
don't
what
know.
I thought.
it's a UK term,
Someone,
dude.
I've only been wearing white
is?
shoes, and someone's like black heel goes across. I'm like, you
Like,
scuffed my shit, dude.
This mic stand is scuffed. It's like kind of fucked
Yeah.
up, or like
Yeah, that's
you know.
a good example.
I just go straight to fucked up.
Yeah, it's the same thing. So kind of, I wanted to also touch on a point that you said is like, Parker and I in our journey in like doing the YouTube stuff is like there's a certain amount of like growth that we get like if we do a certain type of video, right, for the producer heads, and we have been kind of also trying to think of like, well, I know that people watch our videos that are producers, but also like trying to get into more of a sense of like, well, how do you get people? I don't think I don't necessarily think that you're trying to do this. I think it's just naturally sort of happening, or maybe you are. But get people that aren't producers to watch your content as just like an entertaining thing. And I think that's so cool that you have that, because you can tell when somebody gets that way because you can see their numbers just fucking blast up, you know. And
That was never like actually originally something I was trying to do. I didn't even have that thought until people started telling me, and then I was like, oh shit.
Well, that's why it happened, because it was organic. Because
Yeah.
you weren't like, oh, I need to do this. You just did your thing, and it ended up being that.
Well,
Yeah.
it just happened, and then once people started telling me, then it became something that I kept in mind, like when you know, maybe filming the videos or editing the videos or anything, I would try and keep in mind like, which in reality I don't think much changed even when I was thinking about that.
Yeah.
Pretty much stayed the same.
If you think about it, there's more like people that aren't producers in the world than are.
Duh,
So like
yeah,
they will watch so much more. They'll make more views.
That's a larger
than,
market.
Exactly.
There's different like types of content that I think people would separate the two. Like one would be me doing a production tutorial, which for the most part probably just gonna be music producers that watch that, and then I'll upload something like making a Drake song using artificial intelligence.
Yeah, love that
Right.
one.
And then people see that and like, you know, if it pops up in the algorithm, they're like, ooh, yummy, and they click it.
Ooh, yummy.
Yeah. And then they just watch and they're like, okay, this is an interesting thing.
Yeah.
Or it doesn't even have to be that. It could be like, oh, this, you know,
speed running the Soldier Boy.
this washing
Yeah.
machine that is broken gets turned into a song. It's like, okay, well, I don't produce music, but that sounds cool. I'm gonna watch it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
stuff like that.
I got a quick little side. Oh, were you about to say something?
Yeah, I
Go
just
ahead.
wanted to ask one more YouTube question. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's rare that we get like another person that like that is in sort of the YouTube space that like we can sort of like bro down with. I
True,
guess.
that is cool.
We honestly don't. We don't have a lot of, and I wish we did. I mean, there are some people that we know, but like being able to talk to somebody else that like really gets the whole idea behind like streaming and
Yeah.
YouTubing. And I was just curious. I remember when you first started your videos.
Mm-hmm.
And you had drawn a picture of the YouTube plaque for
Yeah,
yourself on a
yeah.
piece of paper, right?
I still have that.
Yes, great, because that's you should put that one in the frame. But I was just wondering, what was it like to actually receive the actual plaque from YouTube? Was it like as soon as you hit 100K, they were like, send it out to them, or like what was that like? What was that experience like for you?
It took a little while, but that was my fault. I thought it just came automatically, but you have to.
That's what
So,
I would
like,
think.
you
honestly.
Did you actually
Yeah.
though? You thought?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was like, hey, when's this thing showing up? And then I was like, oh, you have to go into the dashboard and fill out your information, and like then they send
Which
it
makes
to
a
you.
lot of sense.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
really
like,
does.
We got another 100K. We got to
Yeah.
get him. Send it quick.
Yeah. But it was great because I had the one that I made I didn't make it for myself. It just showed up. But the 10,000 one on that's on
Just appeared.
that's on two pieces of printer paper that are scotch taped to each other, and then the 50,000 one is on a rectangle piece of cardboard,
Perfect.
and then
Upgrade.
The 100,000 one is like the actual plaque.
Wow.
So as soon as that showed up, I like pulled it out of the box, and all 3 of them just started like floating in like a triangle formation, and like they just lit up the whole room, and it was like this crazy ceremony. Yeah,
Like Infinity Stones or
yeah,
something?
pretty much.
sick.
Like 'cause I had assembled the trifecta.
You start
Dude,
hearing
you've had
440
you've had
in the
some
speakers.
Seriously unique experiences.
What a magical
like,
life.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like these out of.
It's a
out
fairy
of-
tale, dude. Yo, it's a movie, bro.
It's a
honestly.
movie.
Yeah. Hey, my life is a feature film.
Yeah.
I just hung those on the wall, by the way.
Yeah, I figured. We're going to get a cardboard plaque. We should make one for 50K if he's got one.
Yeah,
We
dude,
should
that's
do
the
it.
power of manifestation.
Yeah.
You got to
Yeah,
manifest
no,
that
that's-
shit,
yeah,
and then it's
But
gonna
actually,
levitate.
that visual manifestation, like waking up and seeing that on your wall like every day, that does something. I don't care what anyone
Yeah.
says, that does something.
I mean, when you put that much effort into something, and then to have, even though it's like, I'm sure you can make your own YouTube plaque, and even though I don't give a shit about an actual plaque, there's essentially like that I think is really cool, is to know somebody that worked hard enough and actually attained something. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like that's a physical manifestation of your hard work, essentially.
I like stuff like that.
It's just cool seeing people achieve greatness. Dude.
Yeah. I was stoked for you. I was like, fuck, dude, he's going to hit 100K like so quick. I was
So
like,
huge.
What are you at? What are you
yeah.
at now on there?
200.
Woo!
Just hit two.
Yeah.
Just hit the big
That's so
2.
sick. man.
Nice. Wait, like
Yeah.
how recent?
Like a week or 2 ago. I think.
Sick, dude. Congrats. That's,
awesome.
amazing. 200K. That's 200,000 people get an
crazy.
alert when you put something up.
Yeah, it's a
That's
little-
wild.
Think about how many
That's
of all
crazy.
those people
I
in
try
a
not to think
stadium.
about it. Actually, that's like.
That's cool as shit, though. You post something and it goes, bring 200,000 people.
That's a big stadium. That's a big
Big
stadium.
to
That's
fill.
fucking bonkers, really, when you think about it like
Yeah.
that. Not to, put too much pressure on you, but it's fucking.
Thank you for joining us on this week's episode of The Excellent Show. This episode is brought to you by XLNTSOUND.com. If you're an EDM producer and you need some serious sounds, make sure you guys go to XLNTSOUND.com. They have everything you need, from serum presets, project files, remakes, and even free downloads for you guys. And check out all these different testimonials that all these heavy-hitting EDM producers are saying about XLNTSOUND.com.
And on top of that, use code The Excellent Show at checkout to save 10% off your next purchase.
Thanks, Excellent Sound.
Let's get back to the episode.
Quick side note: you just played Beyond. I decided to go last second because Val got booked and replaced Andy C. And
I saw that.
so I didn't even know I was going to like 3 hours before, and I actually had no idea you were playing because I didn't look at the lineup. But I ran over to your trailer and I was like, "Yo, Nate!" And a bunch of people were in there except for you.
Oh, really?
And I was like, "Yo, where's Nate?" And they were like, "He went to go hang." And I was like, "Okay." But how
went
was
to go hang?
Yeah, he went to go hang out. That's what they said. I was like, "What does that mean?"
That's
I
weird.
I
That's
did a
so
lot. I did a
weird.
lot of hanging.
a lot of hanging out. And
broing
But I
down.
saw some videos and it looked like it was sunset set.
Yeah, that was.
Come on, that's
Oh
so
my
cool.
God, that's
I
epic.
dream of playing a set like that.
I did. It's crazy. I didn't even realize it was sunset until on the way there. Someone I was in the car with riding there was like, "Wait, do you have the sunset slot?"
You didn't know until on the way
No,
there.
and then I looked it up, and it was like 7:08 was the scheduled sunset, and I played at 7 p.m. So
Ooh,
It
so
was
you played most of it. Most of it was nighttime.
it was like half and
That's
half.
crazy.
Half and half. That's so.
It was
fucking
so
sick.
cool. Yeah, it was like just
That's like a coveted set. Like
walking
The golden hour.
or
Yeah.
watching it just progressively slowly get darker.
Are you facing the west too? Is that how that works, or
I don't know.
Because that'd have been even sick. You see, well, actually, that would probably be shitty. The sun would get in your eyes, but
The sun wasn't ever in my eyes. It was like setting to the left of me. So
still magical.
I was. I can't do directions.
North or south?
Yeah, I don't do
One
that
of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of
One
those.
of north or
those
south.
southwest.
In all the this might be an unfair question, but in all the festival sets you played, where does that one rank?
I'd say definitely up near the top.
Yeah.
I couldn't probably put any one of them at number one. I don't know. I'd have to really think about that, but that was one of my favorites for sure.
Because we recently went to, I went to go see Peekaboo's 360 show at Palladium with Nate. And when we were watching, I was like, this is like ridiculous. I love the 360 thing. And he was saying that
Was he in the middle or something?
he's literally on the raid stage in the middle, and the crowd is 360 degrees around him.
It's like a Kanye West kind of deal.
Yeah.
spinning or something?
No, he's not. But I mean, you see people like step back from the decks and turn around, and, like pay attention to the people.
Yeah.
behind.
That's cool.
Yeah, but you were saying that like the 360 vibe is like your new favorite shit.
I love it. Yeah, it's really cool. I've only gotten to do one, and it wasn't like a small scale one. It was with Peekaboo at Mission Ballroom in Denver,
Sick.
which was like massive.
Yeah. Bigger than Palladium?
I think people-wise, yeah. There was
okay.
there was, I don't remember how many.
A lot.
It was a lot, yeah.
Yeah. Direct support, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Technically, I was headlining.
That's right.
Oh, let's go.
If you're there, you're headlining.
Yeah. It was branded as Peekaboo presents like 360 Mission Ballroom, but my name was like slightly below that. So like,
Yeah.
Co-headliner.
Technically, it was like my show.
That's really nice of you to allow him to put his name on there.
Technically, it was mine, dude.
You're a good soul.
And then he played it like after me, but like
Yeah.
we don't have to get into like the logistics.
I mean, E comes before P. So
Alphabetically.
Oh, that
you
makes
know,
sense.
they always go alphabetical.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it was alphabetical, I was headlining for sure. Yeah.
But yeah, so Beyond was awesome. I saw some videos. It looked like it was packed.
Yeah, I was actually pretty shocked there was that many people there because I don't know. Just I'm always shocked when there's like it's an early set and there's people out there because it's not something I ever expect.
Really?
And weren't you a surprise set at EDC too?
Last year,
Was that like a last minute thing?
Yeah,
or
that
like,
was
we
so
need
sick.
somebody?
Oh, yeah. That's true.
super last minute. Yeah,
That's cool.
At the Rhinoceros, right?
I don't know.
The Rhino bus?
Yeah.
Rhino bus.
I
Oh,
call them the
for,
food trucks.
was that the what label ran that? Fucking
Night mode.
Night Mode. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and that was how last second was that?
Maybe like a week in advance or something. But
okay.
they didn't announce that I was playing until the day of.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah.
Special secret guest.
That's gotta be.
Yeah,
I
that's
you
sick.
guys played that EDC.
Yeah.
Yeah, we played a
food truck.
A food truck. No, it was the boombox fucking
Yeah, the boombox stage.
stage.
Food truck.
Yeah. It was just
He
pretty
thought you actually played a food truck.
I mean, they're like food trucks.
Yeah, I mean,
They kinda
all
are.
of the art cars could technically be food trucks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they can also
100%.
serve hot dogs.
Put like a
which is
kitchen in there or
sick.
something.
Yeah.
That would be so
They
funny.
served hot
Got
dogs.
the CDJs going.
You're playing on the roof, and that window below is just a hot dog stand.
No, bro, they don't put you on the roof in the boombox one. They shove
Oh,
you in the
yeah.
fucking hole now.
Oh,
so you're,
true. Yeah.
And,
Somebody
and like
fell
to,
off.
And like to see you,
was
like
fun, though.
you have to like lean down. You're like, what is
Yeah.
going out there? I can't
They're just
see shit.
shaking the
Somebody
bus.
fell off the ceiling. That's why.
Yeah.
Or the rooftop.
Actually,
Yeah.
that's for real.
No, I don't know.
Oh,
Probably.
No, I think they did say that.
You
No,
got
I'm
me.
pretty sure.
But the
'cause-
Rhino bus, they were on top, weren't they?
Oh yeah, but there was like a gate. You guys had a guard. There was no guard on the.
We didn't have
The
people,
boombox.
a lot of people could get to us. You know, it was just a little much, but
Yeah.
it was fine.
We had to push them all away.
Did you
Yeah.
wanna ask about what it's like to be best friends with his best friend?
I was gonna say, what's it like to be best friends with Virtual Riot and Shaquille O'Neal?
He's gonna hate
Yes.
No, it's great. dude. Yeah.
What's it
Yeah.
like? How's that feel?
We just like talk every extended periods of time in between contact as best friends do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Classic.
Wait, we were referring. Are we on Shaq or Val?
It's either or.
Okay.
Yeah. It's funny you're asking this 'cause you're probably like way closer to Val than I am.
We were talking about it beforehand. I was like, I want to ask him, what's it like to be best friends with Virtual Riot?
Yeah,
And
we were
he was
thinking of like
"I'm-"
quizzing you
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah,
you know?
like what's Virtual Riot's?
Yeah, but
Favorite ice
but
cream.
no, but
What's
it-
Virtual Riot's social security number?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but it is a thing. Like every time you've ever gone up on stage with him or something, he's like,
He
"Yo,
says
I got
that.
my best friend
Yeah,
eliminated."
every time.
It's a
Well,
thing. It's a
but do you
thing.
guys know what that stems from? Like,
No, that's
No.
what-
Yeah, we want to know.
that's crazy that no one. I feel like no
No
one
idea.
actually knows what that's from, and they just automatically assume that we are actually best friends. Which
No,
is,
I figured it was a meme.
but there's not everyone thinks that way. Like so many people actually genuinely are like, "Yo, you guys are best friends. That's so cool." And I'm like, "Fuck,
that's your bro.
Like, yeah, me and Val are friends. Of course, we're friends. We've
Yeah.
been friends for ages, but
Yeah, yeah.
like, we're not like. We're not like fucking BFFs and shit.
But wait, where did it come from?
yeah,
What
It
that's
came
happened?
from
right?
it came from like almost 3 years ago now. I was doing a video on YouTube. It was like a few months after I started the channel, and the premise of the video was making a song entirely out of Virtual Riot samples.
Oh, that's right. Yes, I love that video.
And
I do know
I
that
had like
video.
this little bit idea where I was like FaceTiming him.
Oh, I remember this. Oh, that's where this came from.
Yeah, and it was like, I was like, I call him, and then he's like, "Wait, how'd you get this number?" Then he hangs up on me.
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Oh, it's fine. He's probably just going through like he's bad reception, or he's going through a tunnel or something." Funny joke, right?
Yeah.
And then in the song, I put the tagline, Virtual Riot is my best friend.
Oh, what?
It's epic.
I do remember. This is a while ago.
And then,
epic.
like, the internet tends to take one joke and never let it die. Like, ever. So that's still to this day, like, going so inconceivably strong.
It's so good. I love it.
No, I think it's great too. It's just like some people get a
They
little
just
too
believe it,
parasocial
yeah.
with it.
Yeah,
And they're like, yo, like, so like you guys are like actually best friends. Like, what's that? It's like or like I'll see people out and they're like, yo, what's your best friend up to? And I'm like, fuck, dude. Like I don't know.
Are you ever like forget about the name? Or like, who are you referring to? You know who they're
I
referring
haven't
to.
forgotten about that at all.
No, I'm like you always know who they're referring to when someone comes up and say that.
Yeah.
Every time I call Frank, I go, "Is Val there?
Yeah,
is he in the back? Val!"
It's actually I'm not even lying. It's actually become a bit annoying.
Yeah.
It's actually become a bit annoying.
It's really funny.
Literally, I'm like,
Never
yo,
gonna get
I'm like, yo, I'm like, yo, what's up? He's like, Val. I'm like, dude,
Valentine.
fucking Jesus.
Are you there?
It's fun. It's funny though.
It's funny.
It's
for
funny,
us.
but yeah, whatever.
That's cool.
That's cool.
I think I had a question too about like with the whole collab with Shaq. I'm kind of curious if you'd be willing to talk about how that whole thing went down.
Sure.
Is that cool?
Oh, wait. All right, I gotta pee, but I don't want to miss this, so I'm gonna.
Well, just hold it.
I mean, it's not a crazy story. I could
All
make
right,
I could make it crazy. I could just make a bunch of
Yeah.
shit up.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
you wanna go pee,
yeah,
go pee. You
yeah,
can come
yeah.
back.
Make it as crazy as possible because it'll be a good fucking clip. I'll piss and be right back.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna tell the most boring story.
Just tell us while he's gone, and then he just won't be able to hear it.
Do you actually want me to?
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
fine.
Okay.
So what
all right.
happened?
So January 2019, I got a DM from some guy who I'd never met, and he was like, "Yo, I work with." This is like right when Shaq was. Well, I guess it'd been maybe a couple of years, but Shaq had been like playing a bunch of dubstep and DJing and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's kind of known that Shaq was like a big bass music fan. And I got a DM from a guy who's like, I work with Shaq with music stuff, and like he fucks with you. And I was like, bullshit. And then I click on his profile and I was like, oh wait, no, this guy actually knows Shaq. So then
That's so sick.
he was like, do you want to work on a song with him? And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So this guy came to LA like a month later or something, and I was just in the studio with him, and he kind of like I met him, and then he gave me an idea on like what kind of song they were looking to make. So I just started it then, and then Miami Music Week was like a month or two after that, and I went there, and Shaq was he was there for Miami Music Week, so I got to go to his hotel room with Nitty Gritty. Me and him just pulled up.
Oh, nice.
Sick.
Just pulled up to Shaq's hotel. Nitty had his like microphone stand and everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and we just went to like this hotel in South Beach and walk in, and it's fucking Shaq sitting there, and I was
So
like,
dope.
Yo, what's up, dude? And we just set the little mobile studio up and like recorded a bunch of vocals and stuff, and like that was in 2019, and then
So
the
cool.
song, and of course, the song didn't come out for like another
year. And
like a
half?
year and a half. Yeah.
That song's fire.
I mean, it was just like some good old fashioned like dubstep, but like it wasn't anything groundbreaking or crazy. It was just kind of like a fun
banger.
fun
Fucking
dubstep
live
song to
song.
like
Definitely
DJ
fun.
Tool.
Shaq wants to
Dude,
break necks,
Dude,
bro.
I have a
Yeah.
story.
Yeah, exactly. It was like just like he's yelling mosh pit and stuff. So it's like
Mosh pits happen.
That has
Yeah.
to be one of those like when people go like, I never thought in a million years that I'd be sitting here on a couch starting an EDM podcast, but just to think about that statement, but like saying it like to produce on a song with Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
It's like a
Dude,
little
crazy.
kid. Imagine that.
Nate
Like,
played a show with Shaq at Academy.
Yeah.
And he
So
played
rad.
and okay, first of all, multiple things I would say about the show. First of all, it was one of the most bonkers shows I've ever seen in that venue, and I've never seen more people packed on that stage behind the DJ in my life. Like, it was overflowing. People were literally like hanging off the railings of it was ridiculous. People
Shaq's got a lot of
on
friends.
couches, on the tops of couches. It was
Were they
insane.
mosh pitting?
Dude, no, I'm talking about backstage.
crew.
Oh, backstage.
And
Entourage.
so at one point after or Nate played I think it was Nate, then Blunts and Blondes, and then Shaq, right? I think that's what it was. Yeah.
Trying to remember. This is long.
it
This
was
is like 3.5, 4 years ago. I think.
No, what? Really?
2019.
Really?
It was before
pre-pandemic.
COVID. Yeah.
Oh my God, time
Wow.
fucking flies. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But so after Nate plays, he's like, "Yo, let's go downstairs. I'll introduce you to Shaq." And I was like, "Fucking what?"
Yeah.
And
bro.
we go downstairs, and he was like, "Yo, Shaq, this is my friend Frank." And I was like, "What's up, man? Nice to meet you." And he's like, "You friend of Nate's? Any friend of Nate's friend of mine? Any friend of Nate's friend of mine?"
Fuck
and
yeah.
I was like, "Sick, dude. Nice to meet you." And he was super chill, super normal. I was like, "Yo, do you mind if I make a drink?" He's like, "Yeah, I don't drink. Take it all."
Yeah.
And then, so after Nate, I'm skipping around, but after Nate introduced me, I shook Shaq's hand. Dude,
baseball glove.
Shaq's hand ate and digested my hand, and then he just moved my limb up and down. It was literally, it was insane. Like my whole hand and some of my wrists disappeared inside of his hand, and then he just moved me up and down. Like it was ridiculous. And it was really hard. Like, how do I explain this? Okay.
He pulled his dick out.
No, dude. Jesus Christ.
We're going there.
It's like a giant.
No, so I'm trying to like be chill and like have a normal conversation with Shaquille O'Neal, who's been like everyone's hero since they could remember things.
That's motherfucking Kazam
Yeah,
right
Kazam,
there, bro.
dude. Yeah, but the whole time I'm standing next to him, I'm like looking at his shoes, which
Yeah.
are like 5 times the size of these, and then I'm like looking at his hand that just ate my hand. I don't have a hand anymore. And then I'm like looking at his head, and it's like the entire time I was next to him, the only thing I could think to myself was, how the fuck did this happen?
Yeah, I
It's just
bet.
like this seems like it has to be impossible. He's like a literal giant. And you think you know. When you're standing right next to him right here, you really fucking know.
Yeah.
Like he is fucking. It's like inconceivable. I couldn't figure it out. And he would like ask me a question, and be like, "So how do you know Nate?" And I'd be like, "Oh, music stuff." Fucking Jesus, like it's so crazy.
Not only is he like a super like mega athlete star, he's like also like a specimen for like just anybody to see like out in the world.
Yeah,
because he's a giant.
And
He's
also,
a literal giant.
And also, like, was just like the nicest and most normal, humble dude ever.
Yeah,
right?
He's super nice. I had never, every time I ever see him, I never expect him to remember me. Or like every time, I always think he's not gonna remember what I look like or anything. And every single time, he's like instantly just like, "Oh, yo, Nate." Like I saw him at Academy like a year or two ago, and he just fucking like came up and kissed me on the forehead.
Dude, that's amazing.
I was like, "Oh shit, what's up, dude?"
Yeah, this guy.
That's epic.
He grabbed you by the back of the head and kissed you on the
It
forehead.
wasn't like aggressive. It
Oh,
was just
man,
like
that would've
he
been
just gave me a
cool.
little
Oh.
peck on the forehead, you know. So I was like,
Yeah, you want to bring up some more sexy topics for Nate?
Yeah. Okay. I know that you probably most likely.
I'm trying to
Can I
remember
bring
them.
something up?
Yeah,
Because
yes, you may.
we
Go ahead.
totally skipped over a whole thing. So
Yeah. Oh, I know what you
um,
want to talk about. Yeah.
So a lot of our viewers, like our fans and like just the sub and wubbers we call them, Girth Gang probably alike. We're always wondering like, how do you find your signature sound? Like everybody's always thinking about it. Everybody talks about it all the time. And you know, you have one of the most distinctive sounds in EDM.
Agreed.
And if you're open to it, you know, do you want to talk about like how you came across that sound? You know, you're
Just a quick side note, because he was back in the day, like at closer to the inception of Eliminate and closer to the Play Me days, you were making more conventional dubstep, right, than you are now, and it's transitioned into what you like to call cyber trap hybrid, and it's
I don't
explain it.
I don't like to call it anything, honestly. And also, I'm totally open to talking about this. I just don't really have like, I don't know.
so like for example, like in I think the Twonk days, I heard Champagne. Okay, and I was like,
That's a
holy
throwback,
fuck.
yeah.
And I was like, dude, this song is so insane.
Yeah.
And that's how I found out about you, was through that song. And then from there I saw like the evolution of it, but like how did that happen? You know what I'm saying?
Just experimentation, I guess. Trying trying a bunch of new techniques, like production wise. If you find like plugins that you really like that you can get cool new sounds with, just experiment with those. I would say back in those days I was making a lot weirder music. I've kind of like evolved to now I don't just kind of make like, I don't know. I definitely keep in mind like I one thing I always think about is like rhythm over sound design.
Yeah.
So like
Interesting.
like I want the song to flow well. I want it to groove unless I'm purposely just trying to make some, you know, weird
Flex.
abstract sound designy thing. And in which case that's, you know, that's fine. I don't know. I'm so bad at talking about this.
Yeah, it's fine.
Like this, the whole cyber whale thing and the whole whale branding, like, it's not that I'm trying to like move away from that. It's just that I personally am pretty just kind of like bored of it.
Okay.
And the reason that even was a thing, I mean, you know, I put that EP out and I made that EP in 2018, so it was 5 years ago now.
Wow. Damn.
So, you know, I'm kind of I personally have like moved on a bit from that. I still have like whale visuals and stuff at shows, but like as far as the sound, that just came from when I put Snakebite VIP out, and it just sounded like a whale call.
Yeah.
And that song got played out by like every DJ in existence. So then I was like, okay, I'm gonna take the sound and I'm gonna run with it.
Nice.
And I just
Sick.
it's just high pitched, like I don't know, tinnitus type beats, you know.
Straight up.
And I did that for, you know, I'd say quite a while, but I've definitely, especially in my, you know, the stuff I'm making now, which is all unreleased, it's different from that for sure, but it's still, I'd like to think it still has
Your sound.
I wouldn't say my sound, but it's got like, it's just, I made it, you know?
Yeah.
It's got a nice little touch of me in there. I hope that people would be able to hear it and be like, oh yeah, this sounds like him. But, you know, I can't make that judgment. But, yeah, man, I don't know. I don't think as far as finding a sound, that doesn't just happen. You definitely have to, I mean, like before that song came out, I've been making music for seven years.
You talking about Snakebite?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That came out in 2016.
Yeah.
I'd already been producing for 6 or 7 years at that point. And then I started to roll with that kind of like vibe. So, and like you were saying, like up until that point, I was kind of just making whatever, which none of it really sounded similar. It was kind of just something different every time. But I also like got a lot better at production during those years too.
Which leads you to doing different things.
Yeah. I would say. I mean, it's evident that that's when I started getting better at like actual mixing, production, making the songs, you know, mixed better, sound better, hit harder, because that's when like I actually started having DJs play my stuff out. Up until then, I like rarely would get any songs played out, and then by then it was like tons of people were playing shit. So.
Do you like? Are you the type of person that sound designs in your production sessions, or are you doing like making a bunch of sounds like in a separate session,
I never used to do that ever, but I kind of like to do that now.
so that you can just kind of get to it real quick?
Well, what I'll do is I'll just sit down, and because I never used to work in audio. I would always just work in MIDI and then sound design through like Serum and stuff like that. And then nowadays I'm like, I resample over and over and over and over and over again, just constantly until. It's my favorite thing to do now as far as like coming up with cool new sounds. You can like start with Serum or like another, you know, like another plugin or something that you know, a synth that you want to like make your bass sound with, and then I just kind of mangle it through audio by, you know, doing, you know, different plugins and stuff, different like, I don't know, techniques on that specific sound, and then I'll just hit record and then just go nuts.
Yeah.
And then by then I have like, depends on how long I go. I try not to go too long because I don't want like a 10-minute, you know, waveform. But sometimes that happens. And then I go through there, pick through bits that I like, cut those, consolidate those, do it again. And then before you know, you just have like just unholy sounds.
Right.
Unholy.
Yeah. And then you can take those and start to morph and manipulate those and form an idea for a song, you know, like a rhythmic idea, or you know, I don't know, start to make something out of that. And then also the cool thing about that is you don't even have to make your whole song out of that. Sometimes you just want like a little filler bass, which you know, I like to do that too. You know, just little psh noises. But
yeah, so I think like for like just recently, I'd always heard about like when I'm like looking up to like other big producers, you know, a lot of them would be like, yeah, I'm working in audio now. And I'd be like, you work in audio? Like, how do you do that? And then like, just like recently, honestly, just like with sound design, like this last song that we were working on, we like had to make things into audio for a certain, like, because it was necessary.
The computer couldn't handle it either.
Yeah, the computer couldn't handle it.
yeah.
And then it got to a point where it was like, like this is why people work in audio. Like there is like a
CPU, baby.
yeah, no, it's not just CPU, but there is like a creative aspect of it that you can do with audio that you can't do with MIDI.
100%.
And we'd always try to stick to MIDI for like the videos, or like if we give out like a project file or something like that. It's kind of not fun if you open up a project file and then there's just like a you know, like
Just
a
a
one
one-shot.
shot, you know, like it's cool to be able to see how it was made.
Yeah, that makes total sense. Yeah.
But like definitely nowadays, like just really realizing the power in manipulating something live, right? Because that's what essentially what you're doing is what you're saying is like you're sort of recording, you know, you fucking with knobs in different plugins, right? And then resampling that and then taking that over and over again. But you're moving knobs while it's recording, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just think that's really cool, and like for producers out there, like just trying to do it more, I think is really, really good for you.
yeah, I just found a cool. It's just a cool new workflow.
Yeah.
that I like,
Mr.
so.
Bill calls that the mud pie method. He calls it making a mud pies, where he opens up the synth, he puts like a shit ton of post processing on it, so any little change you make in the synth makes a gigantic difference.
Yeah.
And he records for like 5-10 minutes, and then goes through that and picks out little pieces and
I love
stretches them.
Mr. Bill,
He's
dude.
a fucking savage.
Yeah.
He's epic.
I like what you said too. Is sometimes you'll go too long.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't have something like magic within like the first like minute or so, you probably should start over it, because it does take a lot of the fun out of it when you're like going into like a 10-minute clip, like
Yeah.
going through like trying to find like little special moments and
Can't
stuff
polish
like
a turd.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. That's why I usually try not to go super long. But the cool thing about that is that you can kind of remember during the time if you heard anything you liked, and then if you did, you can just go through and find that. And
Yeah.
then just take that part out. But
Question for you too. So your community is known by the Girth Gang. Is that correct?
again, it's a bit of another like just a meme that just kind of got exploded through there. Sure, yeah.
How does one join the Girth Gang? And how much size girth do you need to?
Does it need to be equal distance?
Like is there a round?
Like chode vibes, or
See, you guys are taking girth as like a physical thing, you know, like
can we combine
Is it a
to
mindset?
equal
Yeah.
it's a
lifestyle?
it originated from like describing a sound.
Right. So nothing to
So
do.
it's got nothing to do with, you know, dicks.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, we were thinking if we all wanted to join together as one, that we could all
Combine.
stack and combine, and that would hopefully be enough.
One
girth,
entry.
You know
to
what?
be-
By all means.
Maybe like braid them.
Yeah, we'll
you
have
know?
to braid
And then the girth will equal out to
some type of binding
entrance fee.
agent. Yeah.
Braid
We don't
them?
know. We don't know.
What I love about your community is like I've noticed that like at least like for some of like the excellent like people that watch excellent stuff is like they're definitely like members of the Girth Gang. And
Yeah.
whenever we say Girth Gang or anything like that, there's always somebody in the comments that's like Girth Gang, you know,
Yeah.
like showing up,
Yeah.
which is sick. It's too bad it doesn't have to do with phallics, but it's nice to know the origin story.
It was a girthy sound, guys. Jeez.
Yeah, duh.
That's pretty much it. Yeah. Again, it stemmed from like I was doing like a disciple tutorial like 4 or 5 years ago, and I was like, you just got to give it like some
Oh, I know this one. Yeah.
girth. And I was talking about like describing like a sound, and then you know,
They
Yeah,
ran with it.
they need to get their fucking heads out of the gutter, dude. Is what needs to happen.
It's not gonna happen.
It's unfortunate that the immediate response is to just think of like a dick and balls. Yeah.
Or is it? I mean, I feel like it's pretty
like
fun.
when you have like a girthy dick, it's powerful. You know what I mean? It's processed. It's
processed. You got a good post processing.
I actually have.
dick.
I got a great question for you.
This was a great question.
So no, that is a great question. What percentage of your YouTube audience is female?
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that's a
because
good question.
Me and Danny's are 2%.
No way, really? Actually,
It's
wait, for real?
2%, yes.
Oh my god.
And we always try to get it up, but it just doesn't work. Oh man, I'm just. Oh, that was bad.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that was
I didn't do
great.
that one on purpose.
Yeah, that
Did
was
not do that on purpose.
Sorry, Nate. We're
but
12-year-old boys.
That's why
Yeah.
it's only
How do-
2%. It doesn't work, dude.
How do
you-
I find it?
Are you on a YouTube Studio app?
Yeah, do I go to audience?
Yeah, go to audience.
Go to audience.
How do I?
And then-
see?
And then go to lifetime.
Do you know how to check the female to male?
Oh, lifetime. How do
You
I?
can't do it on Instagram.
Oh god damn.
Let me see if I can do it on
Oh wait, no, you can do it on Instagram.
How do I go
Go to your professional
lifetime?
dashboard.
analytics. Audience, returning viewers, age. Oh,
Is
okay.
it-
so
is it
look,
here?
Nate, go to audience.
Yeah. I'm
And then
here.
scroll down,
I got
and
it.
then it
I
says
found
gender.
it. Yeah.
Oh no, we're 0.9, dude.
Oh, we're
Oh
0.9.
my god.
Damn, we
It
lost
You
won't-
really
it won't
can't
let-
get it
Oh
up.
wait, lifetime here. Okay.
We lost 1.1%.
Oh wait, is that monthly? It's hard to work this YouTube app.
I just have really bad service for some reason.
Oh, we got to give you the.
I have
Wi-Fi.
11.6%.
Damn,
Oh.
ladies love Nate,
Okay.
bro. Let's go.
That's epic.
11. I love how 11.6 is baller compared to you guys.
I feel like that's really low. I thought it'd be more
a
than
lot
that.
more than 0.9.
0.9 is bad.
You're knocking them out of the fucking park. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah.
88% male.
What's your age? Curious about that too.
I don't think you can see on.
Can I guess too?
You can't see male to female. On
I was surprised on our age.
1635.
No, it's either 13 to 17, 18 to 24, 25 to 34, 35 to 44, and then 45 to 54, and so forth.
There's
But
there's a lot. I don't know which one you want to know.
what's the
on
most?
there.
What's the most? Like, what's the most average for you?
18 to 24.
So that's interesting.
Wow.
So I thought that most of because we're fucking we make girth jokes all the time that ours would be a lot lower, but apparently a lot of 25 to 34-year-olds think that's funny.
That's the next highest one is 25 to 34.
Yeah, and then our next is 18. I guess we have. It's kind of crazy. We have 4% 45 to 54, and I don't know if that's just
Wow.
like my family who's like supportive.
Yeah.
Like, I always think like that.
I got 1.2% 65 plus.
Hey,
You got the vets in there.
Yeah.
Dude.
65 plus.
he's so inclusive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sick.
That's epic.
Do I ask the question that needs to be asked?
Yes, I don't know
Okay.
what a question is, but yes.
Okay. So, first time Skrillex played out your song was Snakebite VIP, and it was at like a day club in Vegas, if I remember correctly.
That's crazy that you remember that because I didn't, but
Yes,
yeah,
I
I
did
think
a
you're
little
right.
bit.
I because I remember me and Nate have been friends for a long
No,
time.
that's sick.
And I remember him posting it, and he was like, I think it was, I remember it like clear as day because I was insanely jealous.
Oh.
And just to be honest, well, stoked for you and jealous in a complimentary way.
Okay.
I think you were like, you posted a blurry ass video that someone from the crowd posted shaking around,
Yeah.
and reposted it because someone posted on their story and tagged you, and you were like, it was like new level unlocked. Skrillex just played out my tune. That's what you said. And
What a great
Crazy
fucking
that
tweet.
you remember.
Oh, that's
I remember,
so
I remember it
epic.
clear as day because I was like, I literally was home like. I don't know. I was like, no fucking way. Skrillex played fucking Nate's song, and that was fucking cool. But
Yeah.
then finally, how many years ago was that? And it was a while after it came out.
2017. So
2017. So then,
6.
however many years later, you go to New York to see Skrill play back to back with Fred again and Fortet at Madison Square Garden, which is wild for me because I'm from New York and that's like the creme de la creme.
Yep.
And you got to see him play one of your songs in person. Was that the first time?
Seeing it in person?
Seeing it in person.
Yeah.
For the first time?
That's
Yeah,
cool.
because like I'd never been to a Skrillex show, and then he just kind of stopped DJing.
Right.
And
This is
then
your first time you saw him live at all?
yeah,
Oh, god damn. That's wild.
yeah, I'd never seen him.
Did you know that he had been playing some of your songs then? So it was like a total
The
surprise.
only one that he'd been playing Weeble Bobble VIP.
Right.
He'd been playing that before the pandemic, so I knew that he was playing that one. I had no idea that he was going to play the Laser Beam remix because that just came out.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Heater.
it came out like I think less than a month before that show, and then I remember being in the crowd, and the intro came on, and I was like, oh wait, hold up. Because like I knew it was my intro, but it's so very, very likely that it could be that intro could just be used as an edit into like another drop. So when we're standing there in the crowd with I was there with Hope and Noctu and ISOXO, and we were just standing there, and we were just like, I was just like, wait, hold up, I got the phone out like immediately, and I was like waiting. And I didn't really say anything until like it went up, and then it actually dropped. And I was like, "Oh fuck yeah, holy shit,
So sick.
And I had another moment of being stoked for you again. This is many years later because I saw you repost ISO's story or some shit because he was filming you, right?
Hope was filming me.
Hope was filming you, and I saw you repost it, and it's right after his remix drops, and it cuts to him with a phone like, "Let's fucking go!"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Damn, that's so fucking sick."
Yeah,
That's
she got
huge.
the second angle on it. I was just
That's so
like,
cool, man.
I got to vicariously live through it.
This was deep into the show, so I was a few tequila sodas down,
Let's go.
And you went out just for that, right? You went out just to.
yeah.
Oh, and and Nate was also telling me he got to see the excuse me, show in Madison Square Garden the day or 2 days before the.
No.
Oh no, the show in Times Square. Yeah.
No, it happened. I landed at JFK at like 2:30, and that pop up started at 4 p.m.
Oh,
and
damn.
it takes
Yeah, you can't
so
get,
long
you
to
can't
get.
over there.
I hate
Impossible.
JFK.
It's the
So
worst.
I was in the Uber just looking at my phone like, oh man, hurry up. And I got to the hotel and I dumped all my stuff and it was pouring down rain and I like ran to Times Square as quick as I could and I got there for the very end of it. But
Damn.
it was so packed that you couldn't get in. Like you could not get into because they had like little barricades. So there's just people surrounding the bus on the outside. And I got there and I was like, it was still really cool to see, but I missed the whole show. So
Oh man.
Didn't they do Madison Square Garden like for like 3 days or something, or was it just one show?
No, it was one show. It was one show. But they did pop-ups in New York City for like every night for the week leading up to it, which is wild.
they did
because
like Thursday, Friday, and then the show was Saturday. I think,
yeah. And I know you're a super fucking humble dude, and you never boast about anything ever. But like, it had to be so cool to see like the father of dubstep, the fucking Don, play your song out in person. Like, it had to be fucking awesome.
Do you know that meme where it's the guy at a party in the corner and he's like, no one here knows that and then like insert this.
Yeah.
You guys know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about?
Yep.
Yeah, it was just like that.
That's
I
so
was like
epic.
going fucking crazy, and I was like, "Yo, none of these people know that I made this song."
That's so epic, dude.
And this is post. One year I went to a festival with Nate. I think it was actually Beyond. It was either Nocturnal or Beyond a few years ago, pre-pandemic. And I was hanging out with Nate like the whole day. I think we went together actually. And literally every single set we went to had 1 to 2 Eliminate songs.
Oh yeah.
And that year you had the most played out songs at festivals.
Was that the Weeble Wobble year?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or Moolah.
Moolah.
Moolah came out at the worst time. Unfortunately, it came out right before COVID hit.
Yeah.
So
I feel like everybody
it didn't
played
really,
it.
maybe on like live streams and stuff, but it by the time festivals started happening again, the song was already like 2 years old. So I'm the only one that still plays that song.
Dude, that song is so sick.
So-
I mean, at least I've never
Shit
heard.
goes
I haven't
hard.
heard it at any of those. Maybe I could be wrong, but I don't know.
What's like a slept-on song that you love to play live of yours? Like,
Or do you have any like special favorites of yours that maybe don't have as many plays as the other one?
Does it have? Well, I feel like those are 2 different questions because like
They are 2 different questions.
yeah,
Sorry,
like,
I
one of
jumped on
them
this
one of them
question.
is like a DJ song and another one is just a song that I released. Which one?
yeah, like what do you like to play that is one of your songs that not a lot of people play out
Yeah.
that you really like to play out?
Sorry, this is dead air.
No, no, it's
No, you're
okay.
good.
We have editors.
Yeah.
They'll do something over your
You
head.
know when you're like building your set list in Record Box and
Yeah.
like you're like, I don't know about this song or like
during this pause period, we're just gonna put the Curb Your Enthusiasm
Yeah.
theme. So, do, 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 do.
little thought bubbles going in his head.
credits start rolling.
Yeah.
Well, it's taking me so long to answer because I don't know if I can't think of one.
They all go off live.
No, it's not that. It's just like I feel like
You want to answer my question? Was my question better?
There he goes.
I have to pee.
There.
Mine was better.
what was your question again?
I asked if there's like a particular song of yours that's like your favorite that maybe isn't like the most popular as far as like plays wise.
I wouldn't
that
say
you
it's
have-
my favorite, but it was one of the songs on the Twonk EP that I thought I always liked, and it's probably got like I would guess maybe 10,000 plays.
That's so sick.
That's so dope.
And it's I don't even remember what the fuck I called it. Hold on.
I remember listening to that.
Well, it was a whole EP. There's just one song off of it that I'm trying to remember.
I actually was on the Twonk EP.
No shit.
Yeah, because Travis
Okay.
took the intro.
Oh yeah, you're right.
It was a song called Detox.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of a weird little like 130-ish BPM trap tune that I liked a lot when I released it. And yeah, I don't think anyone even really knows about it. And maybe except for like the heads from back then. But,
Right.
That's cool.
Go check out Detox's oldest single.
Run those plays.
It's not the oldest, but it is old.
Yeah,
It is old.
That's
I
sick.
always thought it was a cool tune, but
that's dope.
What's it called?
Detox.
I think I know that one.
it's from
Definitely
the
heard it.
Twonk days.
The Twonk Days. Oh yeah. Wait, is that with Collab and NATO?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just me.
Oh, let's ask about collapse.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
one of the questions. Okay, so
He's so scared right now. Did you see his eyes? He was
well, he
just like,
doesn't have to answer if he doesn't
know?
want to.
Okay.
I mean,
All right.
I'm
All
not
right.
scared. I'm just
You
saying.
it seems like there's only I don't know if you do you have collabs with people?
Peekaboo, NATO
Peekaboo?
Fields from like 18 years ago, and that's literally all I can think of.
So
Yeah.
are you more inclined to produce by yourself because you it's a very very like private process? Like is that anything to do with it or do you just
I'm bad at collabing.
Okay.
I think what happens is a lot of times I'll start a song with people and then I'm not the biggest fan of it anymore. And for me, if it's just me, it's easy. I can just throw the song away. But when there's another person that still
right.
likes it and wants to put it out, and it's like,
Oh,
and I always
wow.
hate being like, no, I don't like it anymore. And then I'm always like, well, no, I can push through. I can make it something that I like. And that takes me forever. And then ultimately, I just end up feeling terrible because I like wasted this person's time or just took forever to finish the song. And also, most of the time when I'm collabing with people, it has to be sent through stems because
FL?
FL.
Yeah.
FL moment, yeah.
dang.
That does make it
Dang.
difficult. That makes sense. honestly.
And so I don't really ever seek out collabs.
Yeah.
Some people ask me, and sometimes I'm on board with it, but usually I don't know unless it's with like a singer or something. Like I love doing that, but if
Right.
it's a full on production thing, unless we're in the room together,
yeah.
then it's just hard. I don't know why.
There's
It's a
vibe.
big difference when you're in the room with somebody. It
Yeah.
really
Yeah, it's
does.
huge. I have a big issue asking people for even like people like I'm super close with that are, that I can ask anything else.
Right.
Like I don't know why. I'm just like I just think of the collab bro meme, and I'm just like don't want to be that guy.
You
Like,
just got to go in like 100% and just hit up Val, be like, "Want to collab,
what?
bro?"
Why you go straight to Val? Come on,
Hit up
dude.
Nate. You want to collab, bro?
That's just I don't know. I just hate asking.
No, it's definitely a weird thing, but I think those type of things should be organic.
yeah.
Like,
True.
you know what I'm saying? Like, it could be like you're getting feedback from somebody and they're like really feeling the song. They're like, dude, this is super sick. Like, maybe they give you like a couple pointers and then it's like kind of like, yo, like, it'd be sick if you jumped on. Like, if they're like,
Yeah.
if you could tell when somebody's really feeling something,
Yeah.
especially when they have a bunch of ideas for you, But that makes a lot of sense, man. I mean, I respect the honesty behind that, especially with like, being in a different DAW that nobody uses. Or,
That's not even the biggest issue. Like that's an easy workaround. It's just I might be a little too maybe I'm just like a little too picky or or
It's fair, though.
I overthink a lot of shit. So then like I might just be like, oh man, I don't like the song anymore or something. And then, like,
Yeah, of course.
And you got egos and feelings involved.
No, it's not even that. It's just like I don't know, man. I just make everything solo for the most part.
Yeah.
And then I've had I had the Peekaboo collab, but we started that in person.
Yeah.
What else have I had recently? I don't
Did
even
you do one with Virtual Riot or no? Am I tripping?
No, we don't have one.
It was like the mega collab.
Yeah. What about that? How was that experience?
Yeah, how did that even happen?
Get Lemon and the other
The first one happened. They rented out the studios at Icon, and then everyone just went there and got like 30 minutes on it, and then rotate. So
Whoa.
that was great. The other two didn't happen quite like that, so they were a little harder to put together. And then that was it. There wasn't another one after
The
that.
30-minute rotating thing, like, so you guys were all in the same room, and there was someone started something, and then you guys rotated and like gave your 2 cents, did your own little section. That scares the fucking shit out of me, especially when you're in a room with like the Disciple team, everyone who's fucking amazing at what they do.
It was
But
probably
you're on
lit.
Disciple. You're a part of Disciple.
even
You're
if-
This
there.
this happened maybe 2 weeks after I joined, and I didn't know any of them. So yeah, I was like shitting bricks.
Yeah.
I also
Man.
didn't use Ableton,
Yeah.
Oh God.
and so my contribution was like I would just be in the corner on my laptop and like make a couple goofy sounds and then bounce those into audio for them to put into the song. Like,
Wow.
and they ended up using some of them, so that was
No,
cool.
you can
Yeah,
hear
you
your
can definitely
you can
tell
hear your
when
section.
you're in there.
But as far as like assembling the track, that was all done in Ableton. So I was like, sorry guys,
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck is going on here.
I just the producing in front of other really talented producers, fucking not. That's part of the reason why I don't collab either.
It's kind of fun though,
because
Frank.
you're saying no. Well, I know,
That-
but
no,
I know,
that
but you're
adrenaline.
okay. But
Yeah.
you're saying
It's like you're
Pressure.
performing.
no. Fuck that shit. You're
Love
saying you're saying that you prefer, if you are going to do a collab, to at least start it in the same room as someone. I prefer the exact opposite. I'm like, I do not want you to see my process because I'm actually not good at anything. So let me suck for
Well,
5 hours till I get. You know what I mean? It's so wild.
I don't think it has to start together, but like, then again, I'm like the worst person to talk to about collabs because I've done so few of them.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I
I
don't
think
know.
that's why it's interesting,
Yeah,
actually,
yeah.
to be honest with you.
I don't know.
How much money would it take to get you to switch to Ableton, dude?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Put a
there?
number on it.
Can you
I
use
like
it at
that.
all?
This is good.
Are you asking this with like the intention that you're gonna pay me this amount of money and then
I mean, possibly. Who knows?
We might, you don't know how much money we got.
It could be $10. It could be $10. You
you
know,
think I was like $10?
Those gifts
change
were
your whole
like
thing.
that was like $20 right there, dude. That was like $20.
True.
And then we just went like this, no problem. I rush shipped that too.
Deep pockets with the fucking overnight shipping, dude.
yeah. Especially for this type of technology,
Yeah. It's high. I mean, how do they?
So what's the number?
I don't have one.
Okay.
talk.
I'm
Let's-
never switching.
Okay,
Oh, man.
I'm never switching.
I have an important question. That
Fuck
I-
Ableton.
I have an, don't you fucking dare.
I like FL. I think FL.
see me?
It's different. It's completely two different
Ableton only.
ways of producing.
Yeah.
FL has some really, really great
Dude, the
stuff.
All mouse.
fucking like automations that aren't next to the channel that's
That's
automating.
really
Like,
trips
what
me
the
out.
fuck are you doing, dude?
Yeah, you can just throw stuff randomly
Yeah,
all over. And
fucking-
it's hard to like look at somebody's project and know what's going on.
Every
if you
once in
don't
a
use it.
while, I'll be watching one of Nate's videos, and he'll
Yeah.
be doing like a video, and I'll be yeah, it's fucking
Wild.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, and I'll be like, oh man, I need to pause this and like zoom in so I can relate what he's doing to Ableton because this is so fucking wacky. Like,
Dude, one thing about that too, with like your you know, like the simple delay sort of sound that you kind of have. Like I remember us like doing a lot of like remakes and like trying to sort of replicate that with Ableton. And there's something about the FL, I don't know what it's called, the delay that has like the XY that you use. What is that thing called?
Yeah.
It's called Effector.
Effector, yeah. Like something about that like creates this really that you know how to use to create this awesome like sort of wet
Metallic.
characteristic that you can't really get with Ableton. So there's
Yeah.
definitely like certain things that I think that are like
It's just like
Tonal delay.
yeah, it's just like a really tight delay. I mean, you
the
can,
XY is doing stuff though.
Yeah.
You can
Isn't there like a chorus and a flanger in there?
There's other stuff, but
Yeah.
as far as that, I don't know. That was in a plug. That was a plugin that I just beat to shit like years and years and years ago.
Right.
So I don't really like to use it too much anymore because again, it's just like anything. Like if you use it enough, you're gonna get bored of it. But
Yeah.
it's nice. Yeah, if you want that little effect, like if you want to put it on like a vocal or something, it's like. But you can get a super, if not the same result, just from like putting a delay plugin on and just like making it really
Yes.
super duper tight.
Yeah.
But when you're remaking something,
Yeah,
and
we
you're
always
trying
try
to
to
get
get
it
it-
exact.
we try to get it
That's all I'm saying.
exact.
Yeah.
Quick break from the pod. I just wanted to share with you that we have an exclusive link in our description containing hundreds of the most accurate remakes in the EDM industry. That's right. I said it. Not only that, we have organized folders containing hundreds of Ableton racks and Serum presets ready to be thrown into your project. This might be too big of a secret to share with your friends, so let's keep it between us girls. You're probably thinking that it's going to cost you hundreds of dollars to get these exclusive sounds, but you'll be pleasantly surprised to see how affordable it actually is. Hope you got a big enough hard drive. Check the link in the description called Producer Vault, and let's get you back into the episode.
Do you run into like intense writer's block? What are your methods? If you do run into intense writer's block, what are your methods to get over that? Because I find myself, and I'm sure other people, when I like being able to get in the studio and like write music is like for lack of better words, like my lifeblood. Like it's what makes me happy. It's what keeps me going. It's what I get excited about. So when I run into writer's block and I sit there for 5, 6, 7 hours and I'm just like, I hate this so much, I'm scrapping it, I get really down on myself, and it's a terrible feeling. So I've just been trying to get other, like our guests' 2 cents on like what they do to deal with that and how they get through it and what they found to be most beneficial.
I get inside of my car,
Okay.
I drive east,
Only
Yeah.
East.
and I don't stop.
Volume
Let the
down.
road take you, huh? No maps.
I
That's hard as fuck.
Yeah.
That was
So
sick. I'm gonna try that. That might work.
I'm literally gonna do that in my non-existent car. It's gonna be epic.
Take an Uber. Tell them to go east.
Yeah, can you go east? How far?
Yeah, just
Till
keep
the road
going.
ends.
Just keep going across the Mississippi. Dude, I don't know. Writer's block sucks. I can give you like my go-to
Yeah,
tips, but they're
please.
not guaranteed to work. They're
Yeah.
because like I've had writer's block for literal months. Not like currently, but like I've had it for months at a time, which really sucks because I'm also making music every week on the internet.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
So like sometimes I'll hit writer's block when I'm streaming and I'm like, fuck, I just want to hit stop stream and like go. But like I gotta like push through it and shit something out. So sometimes the beats that I make on stream are like, just not good. But they're not supposed to be. That's why there's like
right.
there's a 2-hour timer. It's just all in good fun. But when it's like actual, music that I'm trying to finish to release and I can't really do it, the first one I'll do is go like sample hunting.
Okay.
And a lot of times if you're using the same drum samples, you're gonna just get fatigued from hearing them, even if it's like your go-to kick or your go-to snare that you fucking love.
Yeah.
Eventually, you're gonna get bored of it without even realizing it, and it's gonna be like, oh man, maybe the reason I hate this is because I've heard this snare so many fucking times. So get new samples. I always just either check like I don't know anywhere on the internet for just stuff. I mean, you can also just go through do the splice thing or whatever. But same with plugins. Like check. I go on YouTube and I'll just search like new plugins, and then like to see like if there's people making videos about new plugins, or you can do the same. You can go like type that and then type in Reddit, and then a bunch of forums will come up. Be like, dude, try this plugin out, or here's this sample pack. And then if you find stuff that looks cool, try it out. And then I found that the new samples is definitely a huge help. And then third is don't do the 7 hours of torture thing.
I know, dude. That's it. But I just
Yeah.
but after I'm like 3 hours in, I'm just like, I've already sat here this long. I'm not leaving till I fucking get something.
You can leave for like 20 or 30 minutes and come back.
Yeah.
Go on a walk.
That actually makes a huge difference.
Okay. Yeah.
Sometimes I am there and I get up and I leave, and then I'll come back and I'll sit down and I'll still be like, oh, this sucks, but I'll maybe have like a new sudden realization of a way to make it better. And then the fourth one is to, in a safe, controlled environment, but set your computer on fire.
Oh, that's good. You got to finish the song.
No, just no. This is
No.
before it goes out.
Give up.
no. Yeah, we're past that point. This is just to destroy it.
Yeah, okay. That's
Yep.
a good one.
Call
I
your
think that's
label, your manager.
That sounds like the
over.
most beneficial one out of the list you just gave us. That's the go-to, I think.
It's
It's over for you.
yeah. And if you want to be poetic and kind of dramatic, you could do that right before you get into the car and drive east. So if you do take that route, just make sure you let someone know ahead of time so that they can extinguish the fire when you leave.
Okay.
You can't extinguish it yourself. You have to.
Safety first,
Go.
but actually safety second, because you're gonna
Correct.
you set the fire, then you implement the safety.
Yeah, but the cool thing if you take option B is that when you're driving east, you can adjust your rear view mirror, and so you can see the flames dancing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
The
you
way
can,
you wish
and you
people
can,
would dance.
and you see them dancing. You see everything that you worked so hard for just up ablaze, and then you grip the steering wheel.
Yep.
You hit the gas,
And you
and you never look back.
Put the Drive soundtrack on.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Nathan.
That was epic.
I haven't ever actually gotten there, but one day I will.
It's gonna happen.
It can't
Yeah.
happen, dude.
One day I will be in my goofy little studio, and I will take option B.
Gonna implement the fuck out of that option.
I'm gonna write that one down.
Yeah.
For sure.
I already did.
Do you struggle ever with like writing your own like along with the writer's block like when I was like first starting producing I was like do people hate writing drops because I kind of hate writing drops sometimes like do you
Yeah.
ever feel that way like about yours because it's like it's the most important part of the song, it's what everyone's gonna fast forward to when they're checking it out, you know.
Well, the way to do that is to write really good intros too.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Whoa.
No, I mean like chances are they're still gonna skip ahead of them, but if they don't, then they're gonna be like, oh shit, I
Like this.
like this.
Right.
That's a really good point.
Do you ever feel that way, or like maybe you put something out that's like, you know what? It's they say art is never finished; it's abandoned. But do you ever feel like, man, I wish I could have gotten it to where it's point, but it's done. This is the best that I could do. I'm gonna put it out, or do you just scrap and just move on until you get something that you absolutely love?
What? sorry. I fucking dude. I
Clips for days.
No, nothing.
I short circuited that. I
His brain went Control Alt Delete Reboot. What's the question?
On fire.
I think I
on fire.
overcomplicate way too
one
many
more
things.
time. One more time.
Yeah.
One more time. One more
Okay,
time.
all right.
That was amazing.
My girlfriend says, "Can you tell me this simply, please? Like it's like a thing." I saw. I'll try to be simple. All right.
That was amazing.
Do you ever find that you struggle to write your own drops?
Oh, I pay someone to do that for me.
Okay, sick. All right, dope.
Yeah.
Next question.
Figure it out.
Wait, no, I'm sorry. I just want to answer the question. I just like don't even know what it was.
He's
still.
saying-
I just asked you.
he's
Nate,
saying-
do you abandon the drop if it's not working for you, or do you work through it and finish it?
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I don't
I don't
know. I don't know. I'm sorry, dude. I'm not trying to be a dick.
No, you're fine. It's funny as fuck.
I don't know. I'm sorry, dude.
So yeah, if it's not working and I don't love it, then yes, I will kick it to the curb.
You won't work through it. You just be like,
Oh no, I mean, well, I will work through it, but if I'm not able to work through it, then I won't release it.
Fair enough.
And I don't have to like, well, yeah, that's it.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. I think Parker has we got some like rapid fire. Would you rather? Like mega producer. We got a whole thing.
Podcast fucking questions.
Whole podcast questions. They're a good old time, Nathan.
Okay.
don't worry, I won't be asking them.
So okay. All right. So this is a new question that we just started doing, which is called the Super Mega Fireball Producer. Okay.
Okay.
Pick 5 producers that would create the ultimate producer if you had to pick 5 of them?
Okay, let him elaborate. No, because there's
No, great. We're gonna get into another one of these things.
No, because there's
It's just got to be okay. You want me to do it? Okay.
I'll elaborate.
I was trying to make it quicker, but
So you're basically you can make yourself into a superhero producer, right? So you have 5 categories that you can choose from, and you basically are going to take, for instance, let's say production, right? I really love the way that this person produces. If I could build this super mega producer, I would want the production power of this person, and so forth. Now explain the categories. Does that make sense?
Okay.
See what happens?
Can I elaborate, please?
you got okay.
No.
Try it.
Okay, so can we just
The edit is just going to be us trying to figure out.
when you're explaining, we just need to cut out. It just looks like this. Did he want?
I can't tell if it's like name 5 producers you like or if like no,
okay.
they have to like
Okay, you guys are doing.
they have to
okay.
form a
I'll
transformer.
try it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can try it one more time.
Come on, let me just do
Yeah,
it,
go
dude.
for it. Go for it.
I could try it. Okay, listen. So, you could choose one person for songwriting.
Okay.
You could choose one person for sound design. You could choose one person for production. You could choose one person for mixing and mastering.
No, mixing and then
And
mastering.
for mixing, and then one person for mastering. So it's like your favorite sound. You get what I'm saying? And then your favorite songwriter, your favorite sound designer, your favorite producer.
Dude,
Fuck
can
me,
we?
dude.
No, I get it, but like, can we skip this?
Yeah,
like,
let's
this is
skip it.
so hard.
Let's skip it.
I don't know how can I rapid fire this? I'm about
No,
to
you
like.
don't have to rapid fire.
I'm like, fuck, oh shit, 5. I have to. It doesn't take me forever to name 5 producers. I have to name 5 that I actually like. I'm like,
Yeah.
shit, hold on.
Okay, let's skip it, dude.
I'm sorry, dude. I suck.
No,
I suck.
No. Okay, the problem is that the lead up into this is usually pretty quick and easy, but something got discombobulated in
No,
transition.
I understand the question.
God,
All
damn.
right, look, I'm going to make it real simple for you guys. All
Yeah.
right. Who is the hottest DJ?
Oh man, I don't know. I just saw Troy Boy. He's looking pretty good.
Thank you. He gets it.
got
That's what I'm
he
talking
gets
about.
it.
That's what I'm talking
Hottest guy
about.
in EDM.
Bentley said,
He's a handsome
Bentley said,
man.
I feel like ISOXO's doing pretty good right now.
Oh, he was like,
He's like, hot too.
you're like, no, who's hot?
Yes, that's exactly who we were trying
You
to
know,
get to.
who's hot?
It was so funny. Oh, God.
Yeah, so now that we got past that,
You get it.
yeah, so we got some potty questions for you, dude.
Okay. Wait, hold on. Potty, like podcasty, or okay.
PODDY.
I got you. Okay.
No,
Yeah.
the questions are piss, but
Yeah.
What is the like the biggest fail that you've had in like a studio session?
Oh, a studio session.
Yeah, like it could be by yourself, or if you like went to a studio, you forgot your hard drive, or you dropped a speaker or something like that.
Nothing really comes to mind just because I just work it by myself at home. So, but I could swap that question with like DJ fails. I have.
Oh yeah,
I have
dude.
too many of those to even count, dude. You know what? DJ fails. I could instantly recount like the one that always makes me cringe, which is this was like probably 5 years ago, and I was playing a Rick Ross song.
Okay.
And for some reason, it wasn't even like a brand new song. It was just like a random Rick Ross song. And for some reason, I thought people would know the words. And this is like 2 or 3 songs into the set. And I cut the volume. Oh no. To just earth shattering silence.
Oh no, dude. Oh shit.
It was like people weren't even talking amongst themselves.
No.
It was just like actual empty silence.
No
And-
birds.
No.
did you hold the microphone out?
Yeah.
And I flicked it back up instantly. And I still had to play like 57 more minutes of the set.
Oh, that's That's
And
brutal.
I have never done that ever again. I'm like I've never asked the crowd to say lyrics ever.
Oh man.
Serious PTSD.
Yeah.
What was the Rick Ross song?
Yeah. What was
Yeah.
it?
I don't even know the name of it, but it's
That can't be good.
it's the one where he goes trap, 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 trap.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, we don't even know it.
See, yeah, and it was like I heard it like super recently before the set, and I was like, "Ooh, this is a banger! I'm gonna play this in the set." And then like I think I was probably a little drunk too, but I was just like, "Oh, fucking cut the volume, psych!" And then just instantly went back, and yeah.
Psych.
That's
What
a
did I
good
do?
one.
Oh, just recently, like fuck. So that was 5 years ago, and then like a few weeks ago, I forgot how to count on time.
How high did you get? How high?
No,
did
I
you
mean
get?
I didn't count past like 4 or anything, but like I would start the count too early and off beat.
Oh, that hurts.
So it was like 1. Wait, no, what? 2, 3. Oh shit. Okay, yeah. And then I just put the microphone down after that.
Yeah.
The mic is kind of hard, like when
It's
you're
really
DJing,
hard.
man. You
No,
have to, like,
I was just having an
filter-
off night, and then I was like, you know what? I don't think I should do this.
I need the mic, dude.
And then you got in the
Yeah.
car.
No, I
Drove
haven't-
east.
Drove east.
I haven't started driving east yet, but that's end game, dude.
That's the end all be all.
All right, here we go, dude. Would you rather's, Nate? Would you rather be the smartest person in the world or the dumbest person in the world? And in both scenarios, you're at the same intelligence as you are right now. Don't laugh. Don't laugh.
He doesn't get it, dude.
I might just be the dumbest person already. I don't
Yeah,
know.
no,
like-
okay. He's saying would you stay the same intelligence level, or
Yeah.
everyone on
Oh,
planet
there's
Earth
a
is-
third option.
No,
That's the Frank option.
no. He's saying okay. You stay the same intelligence level. No, fucking motherfuckers. You stay the same intelligence level, but you have to decide: do you want everyone on planet Earth to be smarter than you, or everyone on planet Earth to be dumber than you? So you're either the smartest or dumbest person in the
Oh, I
world,
get it.
but
I
at
get it.
this
I get it. I
intelligence
get it. I
level.
get it. I get it. I get it. I get it.
I like. We got a translator. This is good.
So either you're learning from everyone, or you have to teach everyone.
Correct.
Correct.
Oh man. I don't know. On one hand, that's a lot of responsibility being the smartest person,
Mm-hmm.
and then on the other hand, it would suck to be the dumbest because, like, you know,
But you're at the same intelligence as you are now, so you're not a dumb person now. You know what I'm saying?
You're never gonna get. You're never gonna get any smarter than what you're at.
They've been making
You
fun of
would
me the
never.
whole time,
Yeah.
so
You
I
would
got it.
never. You would never
Yeah,
get.
yeah,
Uh oh. Uh oh.
I can't even do this. I don't know. I'd probably want to. I like where I'm at now.
Nice.
I'd probably just hang
Okay.
on. I'd probably just keep doing whatever I'm doing now. And then you know what? If everyone's smarter than me, fucking great, dude. I'll just.
You learn a lot.
Sick, dude.
That's a good
Yeah.
answer, Frank. What would you be?
I would definitely go dumbest, so I can. Oh wait, I can't learn. Are
No,
saying-
you can learn.
Oh yeah, I'd be dumbest and be
Just-
only up way from there.
Yeah,
upway from
yeah.
there.
I feel like if you already knew everything, it would be kind
It'd
of
suck. You'd be lonely
Yeah.
as fuck.
And
Yeah.
you'd be responsible for things that you don't know how to do.
I
in
mean,
the
I would
world.
Yeah, exactly.
I would forego all the responsibilities of teaching
Yeah.
people. I'd be like, fuck that shit. But
Question:
Yes.
if I am the smartest person, do I have the ability to, like let's say this? Okay, fuck. I might be getting too
no, do it.
too
No,
deep
this
here.
is- this
if
is-
I'm that smart, could I say like think of like a cure for cancer or something?
No, so you're the same intelligence as you are
Right
right
now.
at this moment, but the whole world changes. So everybody would either be dumber than what you are now.
I gotta choose dumb because
Yeah.
it's taking me 10 minutes to even understand this question. So if I instantly became the smartest person,
yeah,
we're fucked.
Yeah.
yeah,
For
We
sure.
are
I
so
agree.
fucked.
I
I
agree.
finally understand it. I'm choosing dumbest.
yeah.
I'm
sick.
definitely choosing. I don't-
Economy's going down.
Yeah. Oh, dude,
Everything.
instantly
Yeah.
too. Like not even like as soon as I say yes, it's like boom. Like
As instant as that pile of money.
planes
happens,
would
yeah.
start coming out of the sky, dude. The stock market is done. World War
Apocalypse.
nukes just start flying. Yeah, I'm going dumbest.
Think about it. Nobody even knows how to like imagine if like the power system went out, like you don't know how to fix it. Like you're dumb as shit.
Dude, I barely know how to change a tire on
Yeah,
a fucking
exactly.
car.
Yeah,
Are you
yeah,
kidding
yeah.
me?
I have someone else do that. Yeah. Same with the oil.
I have someone
Yeah.
else do that.
Yeah.
like your drops, right?
Yeah. Oh, yep.
There it is.
So like I was totally thinking like I could just become really smart and know everything, but no, I get it. Okay, no, I'm staying as I am now. I'm going dumb.
Yeah, going dumb.
Nice. I like that. I think we're all on the same page with that one.
Yeah.
All right. So I got this is a serious one now. Okay. That was a little, off. I might need Frank to translate for me, but
My God.
would you rather never sign a song to another major label or never upload another YouTube video ever again?
The first one.
Called it. We went over these questions before, and I was like, he's gonna answer that so quickly. He's gonna choose never.
Well, wait,
sign.
why?
I knew it.
Why?
Because you just do a self-release. You can still put music out.
Yeah.
But like if I can't upload YouTube videos, that's kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Like I could have both. It's just one I wouldn't have. I mean, what major labels am I signing to right now? Like my life would stay exactly the same as it is now. Like it would.
So stay the same as it is now is the answer. It's pretty.
Yeah, I would definitely choose option one.
Yeah, YouTube, it's like a self-made business, essentially.
I
You know what I'm
love
saying? You don't
YouTube,
have to depend on anybody else except for Barbara, what's her name?
Barb Johanovich, the Stacy.
Stacy.
Who's the owner of YouTube?
Oh, Susan Wojcicki?
Yeah.
Susan Wojcicki.
She's the CEO, but she's not anymore. They got a new one.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know who.
I'm not too well versed with the YouTube game, but
Mm.
this is my first go at it, so hopefully it goes well.
Yeah, we were always like yelling at Susan. Like,
Wojcinski.
yeah, Wojcinski.
I don't really know much other than I try and like bleep out swear words because I've had videos like demonetized just for saying fuck too many times. Yeah.
No way. There's no way we're bleeping out swear words out of this.
Yeah, but you're at.
We might have
a point.
to.
He's at a point where it matters.
Yeah.
Well,
Damn.
well.
'Cause,
I,
like,
also, I think they changed it recently where you can swear as long it's
As long
still
as
a
it's not
little
hate speech.
Well, no, it's not even that. It's just it's still a little vague. Like I think if you're not excessively swearing, and also you can't swear in the first like
Yeah.
30
Go to the
seconds or
intro.
a minute or
Really?
something. I don't know.
No
yeah.
way.
Yeah.
That's
You can't
fucking
start.
lame.
You can't start the video and say fuck.
It goes deep. It goes super deep,
That's
dude.
so weird.
Yeah, but it's
Like, how do you
honestly-
come up with these guidelines? Like, where's the?
I don't know. I think there's you can get a lot more information on it than I have. I don't really know.
There's
We
a
have to-
big history with the whole adpocalypse. What happened was a bunch of people were making a ton of money on YouTube when it first started, and it started popping off.
Adpocalypse?
That's what they
Yeah.
call it. Yes. And basically,
Oh.
what happened was all these companies are paying for ad space, right? And so what happened was that all of a sudden they're like, hey, wait, we don't want the excellent show with Frank Ranks, and these guys are talking about Girth Gang, and we're trying to advertise a Disney fucking product. So and then what happened was they cut everybody's advertisement. So since then, like, there's been this demonetization where your stuff is essentially they'll monetize it still, but they'll only monetize it for like adult content, like adult, like Trojans.
Manscaped.
Yeah, that type of stuff that isn't for kids.
Dude wipes.
So the people that make the most money on YouTube are usually the little kid channels. So you'll see people
Yeah.
start channels with their kids
This makes sense. It's fair
because they make a ton of money.
If you're slurring and cussing and saying some
But my
radical
point
shit,
is-
then you're not going to advertise the new Aladdin on fucking.
You're
yeah.
not gonna make any like in my experience, like you're not gonna make any like real like sustainable money like at YouTube unless you're getting millions of views. Like or like
Millions.
hundreds of thousands, at least like 1 million views a month, and that's like somewhat of a sustainable.
or acquiring your own independent sponsors, right? Which
yeah, but
Yeah,
still
but that's
you have
outside
to
of
be,
YouTube.
You still have
yeah,
to be
that's
big
outside.
enough, yeah.
That's independent of YouTube.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Wow, that's interesting.
Bro, we have to check a box that says this video is not made for kids.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, we're
'Cause-
gonna check that box on every one of these, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Are you out of Would You Rathers? Because I have a bunch of.
Yeah,
wanna
go for
should we
it.
do a few?
Go for it.
Are you down to do a few more?
Sure.
All right, cool. Okay. Would you rather stub your toe or get a paper cut?
Just stub the toe for sure.
Yeah, dude, same.
Dude,
He's-
just even
you're the-
I
hearing
go-
that made me cringe.
Yeah.
I go paper cut
You're a monster.
all the way.
You're a
I'm not stubbing
psychopath.
my toe, dude.
No, I can't do paper cuts, man. That's like
Yeah, it's brutal.
Let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on.
They hurt for a long time.
Okay, would you rather be in jail for 5 years or in a coma for a decade?
What? Fire the jail.
Okay.
A lot of negative questions here today.
Jail 100%, dude. That's 5 years of your life.
But you just wake up and it's done.
Yeah, but who cares? That's like 5 more years that you could get to live if you just stayed in jail.
I know, but jail sounds brutal.
it might be cool.
Just work out, get in great shape,
Join a gang.
block your asshole.
Okay, well, just.
Or
I'm a pretty skinny dude. I feel like I'd be a victim.
You're gonna still be like, I don't know. That one's easy for me to answer. I wouldn't want to be in a coma for 10 years. No.
Okay.
I got one. Would you rather be the best producer in the world and no one listen to your music, or the worst person or worst producer in the world and every person in the world has to hear your music every day?
How come they can't hear my music if I'm the best producer in the world?
That's it.
No,
This
because
is,
because if you're the best producer in the world, not everyone in the world has to hear your music every day. They can if they find it. But if you're the worst producer in the world, everyone in the world has to hear it every day.
No, I wouldn't want to be that person.
Yeah, okay, so the first one.
Everyone's gonna fucking hate you, dude.
Okay,
It's
would you rather
I have to listen to this guy's music and it's terrible?
Yeah.
No, I don't want to be that guy. Fuck no.
Okay, fair enough. Would you rather talk like Yoda or breathe like Darth Vader all the time? It's either talk like Yoda for the rest of your life or breathe like Darth Vader for the rest of your life. Which one?
I'd talk like Yoda.
Fuck yeah. I think that's unanimous, right?
I think so.
I thought
Yeah.
I said Vader.
Yeah, you're wild and weird.
I think that's cool.
How does Yoda talk again? He's like,
He talks
Feel the
backwards.
force, you must.
ask less weird questions. You must.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not
Does he
about-
kind of have like the Kermit? Or
A little bit.
Yeah, he kind of does.
Okay. I'm not gonna get into that. I just haven't really seen that.
Does
many
Baby
Star Wars.
Yoda start talking in the show
He just
ever or
coos.
what?
He's just cute as fucking coos.
I don't
Okay,
like that.
I gotta
don't
go
like
on.
that.
Would you rather sing your favorite song all by yourself in front of a full arena or just in front of the original artist?
Probably just in front of the original artist.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like that's a tough one for me. What would you do?
I would probably do arena
Really?
because I like the attention and like also
I'm a really bad singer, so
Yeah. So embarrass yourself in front of one person instead of like 20,000. Yeah.
yeah.
but they're the originator. So
Yeah,
it would
but
feel
I mean, if they're just normal people, they're probably gonna be like, "Oh, this guy really likes the song."
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
What a
True.
sweet boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Song.
Yeah,
Like
what
they're
a
not
sweet-
gonna be like, "Oh, you're stop, stop singing our song. Oh, you pathetic piece of God, ugh. Never sing again."
Who would it be? Would it be like Bon Jovi?
Why is that your go-to?
That's his, bro.
I-
Let
I-
the man
yeah, I was
dream.
asking.
Oh,
I was
really?
asking.
Wow.
I don't know what my like all-time favorite song even would be.
Living on a Prayer?
I know the words to "Living on a Prayer." I could probably sing that in front of Bon Jovi.
Oh, fuck yeah.
He probably wouldn't like.
He would be nice about it.
Yeah, he'd
for
probably
sure.
be like, "Damn, this kid must be dying or something."
Yeah, it's a Make-A-Wish.
Yeah.
Yeah, this kid must be dying. or something. Okay, yeah, good one. Would you rather adopt a British accent every time you're having a serious conversation or laugh every time someone cries?
I want a British conversation or I mean a
Yes.
British accent all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are pretty
I
sick,
want any
huh?
accent that's not like just the boring American one.
Yeah, I think all Americans thinks that like British people and Australian people sound cool as fuck.
Have you noticed like the plug-in companies that do their commercials? They always pick the British.
I like the
accent.
Australian accent.
And
I want
meditation.
the Australian, dude.
Oh yeah, and meditation.
I take either
apps.
one.
Yeah.
Australian for sure, dude.
Like
when I
fat
meet
filter.
a girl that I think is really cute, and then the Australian accent comes out of her mouth, she goes up minimum 2 more points.
Yeah. That's
I
a real
love that. I love that.
I think Australian is probably my favorite accent.
Me
just
too.
In general, but I would choose either one. Like I think it would just be cool to have an accent.
Yeah. Well, we do technically, but not really.
Yeah, I know, but like like I don't want to move to like London or anything, but like or even move to Australia. Like I still want to live here, but if I talked like with one of those accents,
It'd be sick.
thing. Where are you from again?
This is Washington.
Okay. So yeah, people from I saw this one SNL guy did like a whole thing about doing accents for each state. So like people from like Washington and Oregon have accents. And so do people from California. It's just like we don't notice it.
Yeah, we don't say the
Yep.
T's.
Yeah.
I got 2 really quick ones, super basic, and then we'll wrap it up. Would you rather go on tour with Skrillex or Noisia?
Probably Skrillex.
Okay, deal. Would you rather collab with Skrillex or Noisia? Yep, that's tougher.
Yeah, that is tougher.
Yeah, right?
It's a hard question because like obviously I would instantly take any opportunity to do either one.
Yeah, I know. Gotta choose. Right now, if they were both like, choose one.
Probably Skrillex.
Or drive east.
Probably Skrillex.
Skrillex?
Drive
Yeah.
east.
Or drive east.
Yeah, I'm not gonna drive east just yet, but
Yeah.
I think probably Skrillex. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Skrillex did learn a lot from Noisia, though.
Yeah, but like it's more so like just I don't know. See, was this like a gotcha question? Like, oh, but did you say that? But like,
I mean, the more we can elaborate, the better, right?
I don't know.
Skrillex, you're good. You
Yeah,
answered.
yeah, yeah,
Skrillex.
probably yeah.
Sick.
I mean, it would be really interesting to see Noisia's workflow. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get to sit in with them.
Technically, I've already collabed with them because I've used the hell out of their sample pack.
Yeah.
Everybody
That's
loves
true.
that pack.
So
that
you know,
was such a sick description.
yeah, we've already done that.
Yeah, we've already done that. Oh, last thing. Did we want to ask Nate about what it's like to be making poppin' ass sample packs on Splice?
I didn't know that was a question, but I love that question. I do have one like tiny question for him. That's not a would you rather.
Do it.
Is there anybody that you're like any
shit on
like?
us.
I have two questions. Sorry. Is there any like new artists that you're like super stoked on that you're like really digging what they're doing? Anybody that you can kind of say that you're like, oh, I've been really listening to, this person. It doesn't have to be EDM related or any type of music that you've just been really into lately.
Well, I might as well say EDM related because I am like constantly looking for new music, and these two artists that I found recently, I've been playing out. One of them is named. I gotta find him on SoundCloud because I'm terrible.
Go to your likes.
Yeah, one of them's named Nico.
Oh, Nico.
Yeah,
How do you spell
Nico
it?
the Kid?
it's just Nikko.
Oh,
But I
okay.
like
No.
just
Different Nico.
I'm gonna write
yeah,
these,
different.
I'm gonna write these down.
No, I just found his music. I found it like he made like a Fred Again remix that was fucking insane, and then he sent me some unreleased stuff that was super dope. And then another one is, Wink, who just put a Sable Valley EP out.
Nice.
like Wink, WINK.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, we got to
Give
check
a
those
little
out.
shout to
those are like probably two. Like those are just two artists that I just recently discovered that I think are super dope.
You've been putting their stuff in your sets?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Imagine
Awesome.
being Wink watching this. Be like, fuck. That's so
Well,
sick.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's got I think they both
Or
have
Nico.
like I think they both have like crazy
Following.
support. No, I
Oh.
mean I don't know, but they just I hear their music all the time.
Oh,
so
okay,
dope.
cool. I'm
Yeah.
not familiar with them. I can't wait to listen to it.
check them out, dude. They're both sick. I only just found them like a month or two ago. And then I could name a bunch of others.
Yeah.
that I'd have
No,
to
that's
go
great.
through.
I just wanted to know who you're
But
like.
there's tons of underground artists. Even on the I do sample flip streams every week, and I find tons of new artists through there too.
Oh, that's cool.
So,
Everyone
like,
subscribe to Eliminate's YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's the other question is, do you want to like plug or promo anything that you're working on or anything like that?
I don't know. I stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/EliminateHQ. Do music production. It's a great time. And then I put videos up on YouTube for you to go watch.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Are you working on an EP or anything like in the works? or
I'm
no?
working on lots of new music. I don't
Okay,
really
cool.
want to. I don't want to reveal too much about that, but yeah, I am.
Just
working
saying
on lots
that
of
I
music.
think is sick.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah, got lots
Looking
of stuff.
forward to it.
Yeah.
Nathan.
Subscribe to Eliminate on YouTube and Twitch and PewDiePie.
Yeah.
and Beauty Pie. All right, this wraps up this episode of The Excellent Show. I am Frank Ranks,
I'm Danny Ferrari.
I'm Parker Ament.
and this is
Big Nate the Jenkins, the signing off.
Johannesburg.
Eliminate. Thank you all for
Driving-
coming.
Driving east.
Thank you so much, bro.
Thank
for
you so
being
much.
Here.
You're
Yeah,
the
thank
man.
you guys
We
for having
appreciate
me.
you.
So
This was
amazing.
so
Appreciate
much
it.
fun. This
Yeah.
was so
Yeah.
funny. Like, comment, subscribe. We love you. See you next time. Peace.